he's telling you about, but he's lying about what he was really doing.
Yeah. Yes, all right. Bill, do not change the subject. I'm going to get you out of here. I told you, respect the rules so I can respect you. So let's pray together and let's begin. Let's make this fruitful. Name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. I believe in God, the Father Almighty, creator of...
Okay, and I apologize. I just went live, but I was actually doing, I was streaming for the last 10 minutes, commenting on his patheticness. So I'm not sure if that initial part will be included with the live stream once I'm finished with this. But I didn't hit the go live button on YouTube, so I apologize for that. And either way, we'll see if that initial 10 minutes before I just hit live, that's about 8 minutes after he started. So I started kind of when he started, right at 10, but I didn't go live until just a minute ago. My apologies.
Who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses.
Okay, so while he's praying inappropriately in front of everybody in ways that we've discussed before because he's a pervert, I'm doing this live stream because, well, we're going to just destroy Sam live while he rapes the Bible. So any of you who know any spiritual police around Sam as he commits this crime, go ahead and call him up, get him out of here, right? Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and expose him from afar, like we always do, and wipe him out, okay? So whether or not he actually says anything of value, you never know with Sam and his patheticness. Sometimes his streams, he tried to do this first part of this series a couple days ago, ended up talking to a young kid about Islam, changed the whole tune of the show. He cannot focus, has no Holy Spirit. He's gone. So we're going to wipe him out as he attacks the Bible, okay? New tactic we're going to use. And then we're going to destroy him again later, finish up what we started yesterday after annihilating him and William live. And then he rage quit and cut me off, right? This baby. I go on his show, destroy him. He refused. I destroy him with a question about the meaning of angels, a functional term. Freaks out, right? William totally lies about terms to protect his doctrine. William, I'm going to do a show later, either an upload or a live. And you won't believe how many times Sam and William interrupted me yesterday. Okay? I went through it and counted them all. It's going to shock you. We're just going to go right through it. I'm going to play the video and you're going to be blown at what these guys did and then how they lied and pretended the opposite. I went on there and was nothing but nice to these guys. And they went crazy with all kinds of different questions. William shows up out of nowhere. Sam and him are unrestrained, interrupting me nonstop. And I still beat their ass. It was great.
God Almighty, to pray to him, to sing to him, how to study Scripture, understand Scripture, live.
Okay, so he's still doing all this ridiculous, long-winded prayers that are not supposed to be said, right? Someone needs to go and spank him so he finally learns what he should have learned as an abusive young child. Go to your room, close the door, and pray in private. But expecting that from this pagan, right? I mean, we really need to stop thinking that Sam in any way intends to follow the Bible. Right? That's not going to, he's still going crazy. He's still doing a public prayer that completely violates what the master told us to do and not to do, right? You need to get into Mary or the Rosary. And this unbelievable public display of prayer here is crazy, right? These guys, they spend half an hour minimum usually, never talking about the subject. And then if they get back to it, it's just garbage. So as I said, we're going to destroy Sam live. I got all the time and I'm prepared to do it. And he's an idiot I will put up a video later today showing how frequently him and William interrupted me, which you can count on your own. You just watch that 10-minute video. These guys are crazy, okay? And then later today, we're going to do another live stream, totally wipe out his first part yesterday where he got into my debate with Dr. White. It's so awesome.
Irata, I have to correct one thing. We will talk briefly what happened to Greg Stafford. To be honest, yesterday was clear to me that he is on a whole higher level of demonization. He's close to being demon possessed. He is sick. He looks like he's a drug addict. He looks very ill and sickly. He sweats. You look at his eyes, it's like it's hollow and empty, like in a demonic trance, manifesting, spewing filth, because he's demonized, he's sick, but I'll show you that in a minute. So let's do this. Right? He looks like a drug addict. Anyone who's been around drug addicts will see.
So he's openly insulting me when his whole group of Shamunian cultists yesterday and last night and this morning came in and started talking about drugs in my comments. Right? These guys are obsessed with drugs. I think they're meth addicts and probably gay too, because they're being in the Catholic Church, and he's a pervert. Let's listen to him insult me again, just so everyone knows what kind of person this is.
He thinks I get offended when he attacks. I laugh. Look at his mouth. They say he was bleeding. Look at his mouth.
I just shaved, you pervert. So I shaved a little too close right there. I'm not sweating. I already pointed out last night, you're stupid. My mouth is open. Okay? Do you want me to pick a shot of you? Do you know how demonized you look on a regular basis just being normal? Oh my. This is the picture you're using to show I'm sickly, huh? With a small cut below my lip after shaving? You know, you guys have nothing to do with the Bible, and the fact that you even claim to follow Jesus is sickening.
Look at him. Look at him. You see it?
Do you believe this guy? Do you see what a clown ass this guy is? Aren't you embarrassed to ever have thought this guy is a Christian? Look at him. Is he talking about my arguments, everybody? You know what I'm going to do, Sam? You know the photos of your fat, ugly face I'm going to show all this week? I hope you're ready to look at yourself, because if that's the worst shot you have of me, you're stupid. Okay? That looks pretty healthy to me, actually. What are you talking about? This is going to be great, everyone. Remember, Sam started this, okay? Sam decided he would come on and attack me personally and my face when he has a face like his face. Look at this woman. He only attacked. He was so hurt. Yeah, no, Jennifer, I don't think so. And you're so pathetic and weak. Why don't you go talk to your husband if you have one, instead of supporting a demoniac while he's attacking someone visually? And I don't even know why, right? He's gone. So let's get back to him, because this is Sam, right? This is who he is. He doesn't have any arguments. You would think after yesterday, he'd talk about unanswerables number 1, right? No, he can't do it. He's stupid.
650 views. He is doing his part to glorify Jesus Christ. He makes clips exposing Islam and other false teachings. So please go here, click on his video, like and subscribe.
Okay, I didn't run from anything. So right there, these two are liars. He says, anti-Trinitarian quartered runs. I challenge anyone to show me one single thing from that appearance on his pathetic show yesterday that I ran from. One thing. Anyone. Look at that clip and how they lie. They cut me off, everybody. They ran away. They're liars. They're perverts. They just lied to their whole audience. Do you understand the deception and satanicness of these clowns? Does anyone think I ran yesterday? Are you serious? He couldn't even handle it. He rage quitted. It's beyond belief, right? It's like one of the most bizarre things ever. These two clowns. Okay, so Sam, until you apologize for lying that I ran, and apologize for rage quitting and cutting me off without answering my question about angels as a functional term, right? Until you apologize for that, I'm never going to come on anything with you. I'm just going to sit here and destroy you. Okay, this is perfect. I love it. I went on your show yesterday, you idiot. You couldn't handle it. You're a baby. I went on your stupid little show yesterday and you rage quit after I destroyed you and William. You two ran away. William literally forced you to rage quit. Just watch the end. He said I wasn't listening while he's interrupting me as I'm answering your question, you idiots. I'm going to do a whole video on it later and expose you even more. This is all they have, everybody, okay? All they have is lies. You understand? Okay, so it's a career-ending debate. These guys are insane. I'm going to put pictures up of Sam's grotesque fat face that everyone's going to look at and wonder, how did any woman ever consider him a man, right? Did that woman thing ever work out for you, Sam? Where is she? Yeah, I didn't think so, huh? Because you're fat. You eat bad food. Because you're demonized. You're a demonized little porker, huh? You like those Kit Kat bites, don't you? Like your little cheat days and your fatness. Hey, Sam, can you lift up your shirt? Can you lift up your shirt, pal? Hey, can you lift up your shirt, Sam? Tell you what, you lift up your shirt and show me your fat rolls, and I'll show you my abs and pack and real chest. You're fat, dude. So either show us your rolls or stop eating the rolls. Let's get back to the fat man.
As bad as Nick Norelli.
Okay, so right there, look at him. Anti-Trinitarian cornered, runs from answering questions on doses of truth, like doses of dumb, right? Anyone who watches that video, how did I run? See, they're just lying to everyone. Most people who watch that won't know he cut me off, you see? A lot of people that came to my live stream yesterday, they thought I did run. They're literally the biggest bitches on the planet. These two right here. These three, even this Jeremy Wong bitches, you guys are gay, okay? And if you're not actually physically gay, you're gay up here. Only a homo in spirit or in flesh would act this bitchy. Like, you're so pathetic. You have to make people think I ran. When we all know who ran, it was the fat man. Shove a Twinkie in your face, fatso.
And always speak.
And then we won't have to listen to you. We just have to watch you eat bad food again.
At some point in their life. And usually people who struggle with same-sex attractions, in order to cover it up.
Okay, so again, he's continuing to attack me after he fell in love with Bo Branston the other week, literally confessed his homosexuality, got other women, including other ex-JW Laura, to lust after people, right? I mean, do you want a worse person to look up to? There isn't one, okay? This is the bottom. Okay, this is This is Fat Sam. He's going to shove that 7-Eleven coffee in his face over and over again. And he's going to add to his fat space because he's a bad Catholic. He has a bad diet. He's a bad person. He's an idiot. He got refuted. He got smoked. He ran away. Everybody knows. And so him and William are little bitches running around lying to the whole world, telling them that I ran after William got annihilated, lied about Justin Martyr again after getting destroyed by a Muslim, the metaphysician. And this pagan fat boy keeps running from the Muslim metaphysician. You know what he calls Jake Brancatella? Metatubbo. Yeah, this fat bastard. Did you play that role in that movie, fat bastard? You sure look fat enough. This fatso has the nerve to call Jake Brancatella Muslim Metatubbo because he's so fat. The only thing that can come out of his mouth are fat words. So that's why I'm using them. He's so consumed with calories and saturation and sugar, Kit Kats and 7-Eleven coffee, and attacking people like me with a picture that looked normal other than a small little cut after shaving. Look at him. Look at him. Do you understand the nerve it would take for a person who looks like that, who eats like this, and who's that fat to call other people fat and to attack their face and their sexual? Do you understand the nerve, right? The insanity. Let's hear it.
I asked him, was Jesus an angel on earth? He goes, well, don't you believe he was an angel functionally? Now,
that's not what I said. He's lying. Let's listen.
a demon, son of Satan, like his Muslim brethren.
No, I pointed out it's a functional term which blunted your argument, which is why you vacated it and freaked out. See, it's bothering him. The ghost in his mind, the ghost of defeat from yesterday is in his mind. He's gone. It's bothering him so bad, he's getting annihilated. Look at his comments. Look at that woman. She says, just Samuka Jabeth, before she gets deleted. Just get off Greg's life. He has a weird obsession about homosexuality. Oh, really? You're right about get off his life. What's my weird obsession about homosexuality? Look at this pervert Joshua. Greg, if you're watching, I hope you learned something. Yeah, we're all learning what a pervert Sam is. He's obsessed with my face and my sexuality. And he's fat. Slino Strikes, he's watching and streaming you. Let's see what this dork says about that.
So I look better than Greg. Anyway.
Not even close.
Michael
You're fatter,
is not
though.
a human person.
You look fatter than me.
Michael is an angelic person.
Right. That's why he wasn't Michael on earth.
What Stafford believes,
listen to this.
Jesus is a human person with a human nature, no more, no less.
Right.
This is
That's
why
what the Bible teaches.
Like his father, the devil, didn't want to answer.
Oh, it says he was made Lord and angels. That's a man.
Is Jesus the Archangel Michael?
Who was made Lord and angels in Psalm 8,
He
Sam?
goes, well, it's the same person. Then when I tried to ask him, but he kept manifesting and foaming.
Were God men made then? No, you cut me off.
So was Jesus the Archangel in person, meaning was he an angelic person, not a messenger in function? Was he an angelic person and a human person? Was he an angelic person?
No, I've answered that for 30 years. How could he be this stupid?
You don't want to answer that, right?
I've answered it for 30 years.
Thank you, Jennifer.
That's what I said yesterday. I said I've answered this for 30 years. How do you not know this?
Why he would never give a clear answer? Do you understand, right?
I answered it.
See through his foaming and manifesting and barking.
Just watch. I answered it. He's lying. Want to answer that. You're lying. You're a liar.
Yeah, he is their best Nova.
You are a liar.
That's why I said, now imagine if he is their best and he's getting destroyed and annihilated, obliterated.
How?
That tells you even their best is infinitely less.
You haven't given one example.
Because the triune God lives.
You mean because I asked you if angels is a functional term? Why didn't you answer it then? If it's so stupid, why didn't you just answer it?
That, right?
Why didn't you answer it?
Because he knows this is his burial. The
janaza right here. I showed up on your show.
Will be performing on him in Muslim Metatubbo.
You cut me out. He just called him Metatubbo again.
And I say that because they're joining together, right? That's why he didn't want to answer. Second,
we're not. We're just happen to disagree with you jointly.
When William pwned him on the fact that Justin Martyr calls Jesus heteros, heteros, theos, not deuteros, theos.
They're the same thing.
I made a slip of the tongue, and I thank Nick for catching it. The words heteros, theos, right, means Jesus is
another God. In Justin, right. Let's hear you lie.
How do I say this? Like heterosexual?
You can't, because you don't know what to do. It means what it says.
God.
You don't have to interpret it.
Another God mean?
That's what it means.
Heteros means
another God.
Another, right? Like heterosexual. Homo means the same.
Right.
Allos
so hetero, deutero, they both mean another.
Another of the same kind.
I proved that yesterday, lexically, right? So everything. He's stupid.
Alon
Why don't you pull out a lexicon?
Allos parakletos.
Where's your lexicon?
Another paraclete of the same kind.
Can you read a lexicon?
So Greek allos.
Where's your definition?
Another of the same kind. Heteros
define it.
Means
no
another
sources.
Of a different
nothing.
Kind. Homo will mean
like
another of the same kind.
Right. You're a
homosexual, heterosexual. You get my point? So I thank Nick for catching this. And so by the grace of the Holy Spirit, I have to manage that. It just comes. So.
Sorry, I think I had my thing off. But he's just lying. Heteros theos, deuteros theos mean the same thing. None of us were looking at the text. I said another God, but I used deuteros. It says heteros. He didn't even prove that, by the way. I accepted it. I didn't resist heteros. They're resisting it because they're denying he's another God.
And that's why I made the mistake. So let me repeat. What was William getting at? Okay, watch here. I'm going to put it on the screen for you. Ready?
He made it very clear. He said it means another person. He was getting at reading the Trinity into Justin. Real simple.
Means second God. Like Deuteronomy, Deuteros nomos, second giving of the law.
Right, and it also means another different, like we defined last night. They're the same, especially in that text.
Greg, you're ignorant. Justin does not call Jesus a second God.
I did not resist deuteros theos. You see what these guys are doing? Just because I said deuteros, I didn't force that into Justin's words. I just thought of it because of the reasons I said yesterday. They're the same anyway. So William said it says heteros. Okay. So why are they so concerned? It doesn't make any sense, right? I agree it says heteros theos now. I wasn't looking at the text. They're stupid. Okay, so what is this point? I never required that it had to say deuteros. I mentioned it one time when I said another theos. I didn't say a second God, you idiot.
Homos means another of the same kind. That's like.
See, look at orthochristos right there. They're stupid. Greg believes the words are used monosymathic way, only one meaning. No, I don't. That's a lie. I gave the example yesterday. Ganao and contizo. They're two different words, two different roots, and they are used differently in different contexts, but they also have overlapping meanings in the same in same text like Proverbs 8. I don't care if it says deuteros or heteros. Why are they going on about this? I didn't even make that argument. I just mentioned the wrong term that's very similar to heteros. I don't even know what they're doing, right? This shows they're stupid.
It won't let me spell out that word. Let me try it again. Homo, like homos, like homoousias, or in English, homosexual.
No, it's called like a spirit being born from a spirit, or like Justin says, a fire from a fire. They're separate but the same nature. That's what the Bible teaches, not your paganism. Again, I don't care if it says deuteros. I actually hope, I haven't pulled up the Greek yet, but I looked up online and it does appear Justin says heteros theos. I don't care. That's the same thing. It means another God, you idiot.
You want me there? Homos means another the same kind. Heteros means another.
No, that's a lie. He's totally lying to you right here and not defining anything. Philo uses deuteros theos. Okay, and he's very close with Justin, and there's a whole genre of analysis on the similarities between those two. Heteros theos means another God. Deuteros theos means a second God. A second God is another God. That's obvious to any non-idiot. Another God next to the only God who's the one God is the second God. He's not addressing anything I said last night, everybody. He's a liar and a rapist.
Right? That William is lying. Here, well, Nick knows about this gentleman right here. Let me show you. David Walls is his name. He runs this blog called Articuli Fidei, articulating the faith. I believe, if my memory doesn't fail me, he used to be a Jehovah's Witness. He writes a lot about the monarchia of the Father, that the pre and...
Okay, so just understand, all he's going to do is exactly what William did yesterday. He's going to read these Trinitarian sources and say, heteros theos means he's another person of the Trinity, or whatever. Another person, just like William said. That's not what Justin wrote, okay? They're just reinterpreting Justin like they reinterpret John in the Bible, or anyone, in light of their later doctrine. So John says the word was a God, right? Only begotten God. Justin says he's a heteros theos, which is the same thing as deuteros theos. I proved it yesterday. I didn't ever claim they were synonymous in every use, nor did I insist that Justin used deuteros. I made just an offhanded reference to it in the Greek. William's an idiot and thinks there's a difference. I didn't say there was a difference, so I went with it. And then he lied about the meaning of first heteros. Then he lied about theos and said it means person. This idiot, nor him, will be able to show that theos means person. Deuteros theos and heteros theos both mean another God. Deuteros can mean second God, but it also means another God. And it's even used, like I quoted from Lampy in the patristic lexicon last night, similarly in lists with allos, heteros, protos, deuteros. So again, we're dealing with an idiot here and in William.
Another God and Lord, subject to the maker of all things.
Another God subject to the maker of all things. What don't you understand, and why are you so stupid? Justin's dialogue right there. He's quoting from it. It proves what we've been telling these idiots for decades. Jake Brancatella destroys William on this very point. This idiot can't get over it. That proves right there, what he's looking at right there proves Justin's not a Trinitarian. It says another God. And the uppercase G is, of course, translator. So this is it. It's real simple. These guys are just trying to deceive their stupid followers or their committed pagans because they have too much to lose.
That Justin Martyr called Jesus deuteros theos. I say that because in one of my rebuttals to Shirali, I actually quote a translator of Justin Martyr who makes that same mistake, saying that Justin Martyr called Jesus deuteros theos. Let me show it to you.
It's just using one word that means the same because of your familiarity with a similar source, in my case, Philo. I wasn't even referencing it, nor making a point about it, and I said another when I translated it. I was referring to him calling him another God. All I did was say deuteros. And then when William said, no, it says heteros. I said, okay, so that means another God. That's it. That's all that happened. And these guys are so stupid, they don't know what to do about it, right? They really think that heteros theos means another person, that they can get that definition out of it. Oh, yeah, they do. And let me tell you something. Even if it said deuteros theos, they would do that too. Oh, yeah. Well, it's theos. So there's no changing that from being a god or God. It's just, is he calling him the second God or another God, which could also be the second God? That's it. That's the sum total of the issue involving this point and these idiots.
Following them blindly. See? See the problem? This is the problem with blindly trusting what you read and not going deeper. Yeah, Muta, metaphysician, because he's a son of Muta, into the primary sources to see if a scholar is mistaken. As you can see, even by David Walls, Justin did not say deuteros theos. You see it? He didn't use that phrase. So it seems like.
And even in my writings, I checked. I reference heteros theos. I've never claimed or made a point about Justin having to say deuteros theos. It just came to my mind. I wasn't even expecting to be talking about that. I came on live to talk to Sam about my website and John 10. William shows up and starts talking about Justin and his debate with Jake, and it came up. And I said he calls him another God, deuteros theos. Oh, not deuteros, heteros. Okay, I said another, and it means another God. So if you're saying it doesn't say deuteros, I haven't checked, and you don't have the source here, right? It's not like I've printed in writing or anywhere in my videos or otherwise that Justin Martyr says deuteros theos, and so this has to mean this. Never. I've always used heteros theos in my writings, and I only mentioned deuteros yesterday after saying another God because of the familiarity of the terms. That's it. I don't even understand why they think it's a big issue. Yeah, okay, so you pointed out it says heteros. I didn't object to that. Right? I'm not like you and Kelly that claim a term doesn't mean something or isn't there and then double down on it. No, we weren't even looking at the text. You said it says heteros, not deuteros, and I just accepted it because there's no difference to me. Not in that text for sure, or in many others. Sam is stupid, so, and then look at this guy. Look at this reject Noel Daniel with a Karagianis, right? Probably a pervert in a spiritual sense. He says, I noticed Greg was sweating. Oh yeah, he's a pervert. Let's go back to that real quick because he was coming on my face again, right? These people are obsessed with me. Let me pause that. Look at these perverts. We had Sam earlier talking about my face, and look at his fat face. He was talking about my sexuality, right? The guy went insane. We saw it. We got this pervert talking about me sweating again, and I'm not ever sweating. I shower and I use aftershave and moisturizer, right? Like normal men. These are perverts and probably homos, definitely spiritual gays. And because of the sodomy, Revelation 11. And look, they can't stop talking about my physical appearance or drugs. Look at this guy. They're making us, they're like, look at how bad these people are. These are evil people. Oh yeah, no, these are not Christian at all. This is the Dragon Church. That's why they've got a clip on a video up that says I ran from these dorks yesterday. Right? The very opposite of what happened. I showed up and destroyed them, and he cuts me off. And then him and his gay group start talking about me sweating. They don't even know the difference because they're stupid. That if I was sweating, this would all be wet too. Right? That's how, these are like babies. They just grew up. They never developed though. They didn't emotionally develop. They probably have reproductive issues, right? We know Sam is gone. He's already talked about his member and its inadequacy. Either way, these are perverts. Okay? These are not the kind of people anyone with any kind of morality or belief in Jesus would ever associate with unless you're here to wipe them out, like just destroy them for the fools and despicable people they are. Coming after me personally. So if they didn't do that to you, you don't have anything personal in it. I do. This is a blasphemer and a pervert. And he's got idiots like this Noel guy. That's a gay name, right? He's in another country, but he's got a woman's name. Noel. Hey, Noel, are you gay? I think you might. There's a problem there for sure. And you're talking about me sexually and misidentifying sweat. So you must be on drugs.
What's the point I want to hammer? We're going to get into a discussion. Syllabog.
So far, all you've done is make disparaging remarks about me and a photo that didn't look bad at all, except for a small little cut that you amplified because, well, you're nuts and you don't have anything else, I guess. Was that it? That's all you had? I must be doing pretty good then, right? I'm older than you and I look better than you by so much, Sam. You look like you're probably 70, at least 65, my friend, okay? I'm older than you and you're fat and you don't look good at all, right? This is pathetic. This is garbage time. We all know this. And so let's just get back to your insanity.
Greg and Joe's witnesses. This is the point that he's scared and he's manifesting and he's foaming at the mouth. Okay. What's the issue? Damn, look.
I didn't run from anyone. So how could I be scared? Now, what does that mean? That doesn't make any sense. I was on there answering this very question you're so butthurt about because you know you got smashed. I answered your question by pointing out angels is a functional term. You hesitated because you knew that was the end. And so I said, right? And you still didn't answer. And then you said, here we go. Right? And then you lost it. And then right then, William interrupted, went insane, and you rage quit. That was it, my friend. You're a coward. You ran away like you always have.
Look, see, look how skinny I look, my neck.
Sam, stop fooling yourself, okay? You're literally jutting out your jaw and lifting up your nose and head to try to create an elongated neck to lie about your physical appearance right after you lied about my physical appearance because you're a gay pervert spiritually.
Don't, hey? Look.
Please stop forcing us to look in your face. Sam, I'd like you to take a good look at your face. Let's take a look at Sam's face, everybody. This is a demonized person, okay? Now, I have videos. I'm going to probably have to re-upload those now because, Sam, we're going to have to just continue documenting his demonism. It's now reached peak level. We'll see, right? We got so much more to do, though. We'll see. Let's analyze this demonized person here. Now, as you can see, his forehead is wrinkled. He has no hair at all. He's bald as a perverted bat, okay? Now, his beard is totally devoid of any real color, so he's deficient in many ways. It's not even groomed properly. It's like a mishmash. It's like one of those Brillo pads, right? You know those Brillo pads that you scrub a bunch of goo and grease and hard to get off stuff with? His beard and his lower part of his face with this discolored and vitamin deficient hair, that looks like a used Brillo pad. Now, if you notice his lips, he looks really sick here. And you can tell from his kitchen that he's deficient in any kind of beneficial items, right? There's really nothing there. Just that apple cider vinegar that's like a full bottle. He hasn't even touched it or barely, right? He doesn't even use it properly, probably. Let's get back to his face though, because it's hideous. So you can see his nose is disfigured, right? That's a disfigured nose. I don't think he's gotten into many fights, although he should have by now, right? Blasphemer. So he's got a disfigured offset nose with a bottom part that's unlevel with the two nostrils, right, that are flaring out like a hog's nose. He's got these deep sockets. Look at those eyes, right? Look at all that darkness around those eyes. Look, he's got his eyes like wide open too, right? He's like giving you his best look. Here I am, stupid. Look at those eyes. Tell me those are not the eyes of a demonized man, right? Look, do you think any Christian would have I can't even see his eyebrows. They're covered in the shadows of the crevices, right? The caverns surrounding his eye sockets. He's got like these deep, dark pits of hell, right? Surrounding his eyes. And we know the eyes are a window to what, everybody? The soul. He doesn't have one. So they've been filled in with feces. That's the brown you see there. Fully filled, Sam. Yeah, so this is a really, really sick looking person. And that's not only his bad diet and his bad food addiction, his immoral behavior, his disgusting habits, and his lusting after men, and his bunk bedding with William, the other pagan. He's demonized, right? That's a demonized man right there. No Christian would have their mouth, their lip, right? His mouth kind of looks like an anus, right? I mean, I don't see many anuses, never really, but it looks like it's been expanded, right? Like a homo's rear end. I've done some research on sodomy, so unfortunately I've had to see the consequences of the homo rear end sodomy. Go to stopsodomy.com, the website that's up. I'm going to fill it soon. Don't you worry. We'll put Sam up there. This could be the face for stopsodomy.com, right? If you don't stop sodomy, your anus is going to look like his lips. And all of your anal elasticity will be gone. And the only thing you'll be able to do is like him, shove garbage into it, right? Yeah, you're supposed to use it to get rid of garbage, but the homos, they shove garbage back in. Well, that's what he does, right? So this is a really sick person. Now, we're going to look at William too. Hey, William, because I know you influenced Sam in his perverted, immoral ways, I'm going to destroy you. You understand? So Sam's not going to be able to save you. You're going to be up there with Sam, if not the number one feature when I'm done with him. We're going to take a good long look at your face, okay? Because you approved of Sam taking a look at a normal picture of my face and lying about it at the start of his pathetic video. You approve of that, William? You don't? Publicly reprove him, tough guy? You tough guy? Reprove this pervert. Or we're going to take a good long look at your face, William. You understand? I'm going to get some really good face shots of you. Yeah, you and Sam can do all you want. I love my face. I think it's fine. You and him, okay? So this is what you've done to yourself, William. You've humiliated yourself, your church, and it only just began. For some reason, you guys are obsessed with me making an offhand reference that I didn't even begin to defend. I yielded immediately when you contested. I didn't even care because we didn't have the text in front of us. So I don't even know what you guys are doing. I guess what? That's the only thing you can bring up from yesterday? That I said deuteros when it says heteros? Well, he's pointing out to you right now, many other people have done that too because they mean the same thing, you idiots. All right, now if you're sick and disgusted by now, I apologize. But as we know, this pervert chose to go down this road with me at the beginning of his video. And as you know, I don't play games. Everything you do, you're going to get back, you pervert, ×2. Because you like it so much. So everything you do, just understand, there's a double punch. You're going to get double donged, okay? You and William can shove 2 artificial cocks in your ass. That's what you're going to get.
Get skinny, Sam. Look at
Yeah, you've been saying that for how long?
that for you, Sam. Yeah, Sam. I'm paranoid of getting fat. I don't want to look like Nick.
Already done, my friend. You don't need to worry about anything. And the day you want to prove me wrong, just give us a shirt lift up, okay? Give us a shirt lift up and show us you have at least something, okay? Show us you have something that isn't rolls of fat there, like I just did, without even having to wait, right? Just sitting here for however long. Let's see you do that. Get up and show us your fat stomach.
Raleigh, scaring me. All right. May the Lord bless my neighbors. May I not be a nuisance to them. I may not be a nuisance to me. All right. Now, what's the issue? This is why the coward ran like Aisha ran.
This right here is despicable. Okay, this what we're looking at. Let's look. We have a sick face. We have a manifest. He's like actually fading out, right? Let's see if we can catch this sickly look a little bit better.
And with Muslimetta Tabo.
Okay, so he just insulted Jake Brancatella again. We called him a tubbo. When look at him. He has no shoulder bone showing. He has no chest elevation. He has, I can't even make out a physical form in that shirt. Can you? Can anybody tell me where his shoulder bones are? Where his traps are? Do you see any trapezius on Sam? Right? He's got like a flat trap, right? He looks very sick here. We can see the Brillo pad face, right? The unkempt beard, totally discolored, lacking any sign of vitality and nutritional power, right? Even with his eyes now closed, right? Remember earlier he had them wide open and they were still like dark canyons of garbage. Now he's leaning back and his eyelids are closed. Look at the darkness that's there. Look at all that darkness around his eyes. Can you see that? That is not normal. That's what demons like. And the earlier one, right, where he was really, really sick. He's sick here, but it's more like his physical breakdown. Like he has no muscle, no bone structure. He has kind of a deformity on his bicep. Like maybe his brain got born there or something. There's nothing in there, right? But outside of that, there's no structure. It's very sick. Like someone just poured a pile of garbage into him, right? And he just sat back and died. That's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing a really sick person.
And I keep saying that because he's joining forces with his girlfriend, right? And his Shia Mutapimp Muslim at a retard.
Okay, so no, that's not true. Jake and I have not teamed up. We just both know you and William are liars. We both know that you are teaching lies about Justin Martyr, lies about the Bible, right? And a lot of other people. So we're both destroying you and William for good reason. You are liars. You don't understand what heteros theos means. That's being proven right here and was proven yesterday. So Justin Martyr is not a Trinitarian. That's over. We've done all kinds of other things with you too. You can no longer say being in the beginning means you're eternal. That's over. What haven't we defeated you on? Name one thing. I'd like Sam Shamoon, William Albrecht, or anybody who supports this idiot to name one text or one subject. Anyone. I'll do it immediately. Name one thing I have not addressed from this pervert, this sick-looking, demonized pervert. Now he's looking really, I'm looking at him now. He's looking really sick again. So you can see, look at the hair. You can see the hairline going over his ear. Look right below me. Look at how thin that hairline is going up over his ear and how thin it goes over the top of his ear. See, and of course, we know there's no nutritional value. There's no growth or any activity going on up top. But look at how little, right? That's a really sick hairline right there going over his ear. You probably can have a hard time even seeing it. I do. I'm like right up to it. He's got this really thin, it's like a dying beard line. Like he's got this Brillo pad nutrition deficient, massive, unkempt hair down here, kind of like where his anus lips are. But look at how bushy and tangled and webby it is down on his beard. And then look at how thin it gets, right? It's just like dyes. I think Sam's hairline started dying right about here, right about where his lips are. Like if you go straight across from his abused lips, right? We don't know what's going on there. There could be more. If you go straight across, I think that's where his nutrition, that's where he died. And that makes sense, right? Because he still eats all the time. He can't stop eating bad food, right? That's one of his main things. So the mouth is still alive. That's working. It's from the mouth up that he's dead.
Right? Okay. He's joining forces with Muslims now, like Kelly Powerless. Remember, the children of Satan, right, will all gather together, even though they'll turn against each other. But when it comes to attacking the true God, the triune God and his true worshipers, they'll all gather together to attack.
No, not even close. Me and Jake both realize that the God of the Bible is one person, and that Justin Martyr teaches that Jesus is another God subject to that one God person. So it makes perfect sense that we would both take issue with you and William and anyone else who lies about Justin and who lies about the Bible. You're just a paranoid, insecure pervert, and so we get this.
And don't forget, if you go back and search your history, the Battle of Lepanto, the magisterial reformers joined the Turkish Empire, the Ottoman Muslim Empire, in order to help the Ottomans destroy the Catholic Church. But glory to the triune God.
And if you know your history, you'll know that the fake Christians, mini Middle Platonists, joined with the pagan Roman emperor and set up a whole new structure and institution of learning, money, everything. Okay, changed all of it. So the Catholic Church has done all kinds of things that have led to nothing related to the Bible. You guys are filled with idols, false doctrine. You kept the Bible out of people's hands for, well over 1,000 years, and you barely gave us any after that. And you're somehow justified in reacting like a bitch and attacking me physically and sexually because you already know Jake and I believe the same thing against what you believe. Isn't this crazy, everybody? These guys are unhinged.
The Catholics won a decisive battle at Lepanto.
Right, because you're the dragon church. You guys are warmongers. That's the dragon. What don't you understand, pervert? You want to show me where Christians were fighting in wars before Constantine? Yeah, no, because no, it doesn't happen, right? No. So you're literally proving right here what kind of non-Christian you are and what kind of church you belong to. It's a dragon church. You're a war church. You're a pagan church. You're the first emperor, pope of your church, Constantine, the main, we'll say the leader of your church, right? He's the one who brought it all together. Set up gigantic idols of himself, killed thousands of people, paid homage to false gods on an arch like you did with your shirt and Nike yesterday. So it's real easy to see what's going on with you perverts and liars. You're pagans. You have nothing to do with the Bible. And the Muslims have more to do with the God of the Bible than you.
And they did so by praying the rosary, seeking intercession of the Blessed Mother.
Another form of paganism, right? You guys are going to war seeking intercession from Mary, right? I mean, he looks really sick there, by the way. Because look at the way he's holding this cup. Normal people don't need two hands to hold a paper cup to their face. Have you ever seen that? Look at the way he's holding this cup to his face. This to me could be one of the biggest signs he's dying. I think he's like getting a disease or something, like internally breaking down. Because if he needs 2 hands to hold a paper coffee cup to his fat face, well, I mean, right? I mean, he could literally just lift the sides of his arms, his elbows up, hit the rolls of fat on his body, and, just kind of inch the cup up there. But he's kind of lofting it, right? The arms are out. I don't know, man. If you need 2 hands to hold that cup, you're really sick, Sam. You look like you need to go to the hospital. You should see a doctor. Go see a Muslim doctor.
So you understand how it works?
No, nothing you said makes sense and was true. And yet they all will say yeah.
Really? Yep. Again, if this doesn't prove to you they're all possessed and demonized by the same wicked, unclean spirit or spirits, I don't know what else to say. Now, coming back to the issue. The reason why Stafford did not want to address the issue. This is what Jehovah's Witnesses believe. Are you ready to hear why he ran?
I did not run, okay? Why is this guy this way? You understand what we have to deal with these guys? I mean, the way they lie, right? He keeps saying it. Look at that face. You know what? Let's look at this face. This is really sick. He's like dying right in front of us. Look at this. Look at those eyes. Those look like sick eyes. We saw earlier when he was like trying to open them and he couldn't because they were so dark. He had like these Grand Canyons and they were just pits of darkness, right? Like where the angels are kept, pits of dense darkness. It's like he's holding the demons in his eyes or something. Like somehow the demons know the eyes are important to the soul. So they've depressed the inner parts of his eyes, or around his eyes, eye sockets. So they can hide in there. And they can also like see what's then like use Sam. I don't know. Either that or he might like be ready to die. He looks really vitamin deficient and sick. And then these wrinkles. Look at those wrinkles. You see on the right of his eye, he's got these spiderweb wrinkles. He's younger than me. I don't have that, Sam. What are you talking about? No, Trinity. He's got these deep gashes right there. Look at that. Look at that. And he doesn't wear glasses, right? So that right there. Look at those deep gashes. I think that's from the fat that's accumulated on the top of his nose right there. You see that? See how he's kind of got this fat nose? I mean, his whole face is fat, but so he's got like the fat runs up into the middle between his eyebrows. And he's got these deep gashes, right? It's like someone came in and hit him with an axe, right? And it's tried to chop him up in the face. But no, it's actually just the fat that doesn't have anywhere to go. So it compresses into these folds like on his stomach that he never shows. So he's got these folds of fat right here and next to his eyebrows. And they're like also maybe where the demons could hang out. Anywhere that's deep, dense darkness where they're in prison, I think they can go there, right? So like his rectum, when he gets sodomized, they're in there. And that's what they want. It's spiritual. Maybe real. I don't know. Bo Branston, you tell me. So he's really like dying as this video goes on, right? It's like, should we call him? If he gets any worse, someone needs to call the paramedics. I'll say that.
Why he ran? And he tried to tap. When I say ran, meaning avoiding answering directly, talking over because he was mad.
Okay, so I didn't run. And what did I not answer? I answered everything. I challenge anyone, especially this, he won't do it. I challenge anyone who's semi-normal to tell me what I refused to answer yesterday. I watched it several times. I answered every single question they asked, right? And they were going insane. They were like literally attacking me together and then saying I was interrupting them when I was answering them, right? It's a humiliation, right? If anyone who's a Trinitarian isn't embarrassed by that, I don't know what to tell you, okay? I guarantee you if I went on Kelly's show, he would treat me a lot better than Sam did. There's no doubt in my mind, right? I'd even be willing to go on Kelly's show just with Kelly to prove these guys are insane, okay? They can't have a normal interaction. They can't do it. Kelly, contact me. I'll be happy to come on your show, even though I disagree with you and I think, of course, you blew it. But that's okay, right? No one's perfect. I have never said that, and I don't claim that either. These idiots are dumb. And at this point, we need to get rid of Sam and William. They're a disgrace, right? They're toxic. They're destroying the YouTube environment for Christians to promote our ideas and to have any kind of rational debate. They're ruining it for us. Yes, they are. They're ruining our relationship with Muslims. They're ruining our relationship with Jews. So if a normal person like Kelly, right, I don't think argumentatively that great, but neither is Sam at this point, right? But he's not, I guarantee you, as much as Sam puts down Kelly, and at times I make light of what we interacted him with, he wouldn't, right? That's how low Sam is, because he puts down Kelly all the time, and I guarantee you, Kelly would not cut me off like that, because I wasn't doing anything but responding. And if any normal person thinks it's getting like a little too chopped up, then you just say, hey, okay, let's back up. Right? Let's one at a time, right? It's not like a complicated thing, right? Did you see that from Sam yesterday? No, he didn't want to do that. He wanted to do what he did. He got shut down with a simple question, and then William went crazy, and then Sam freaked out. And now I'm the one who ran away.
Manifesting. Stafford and the Jehovah's Witnesses teach. Remember this argument. Stafford and the Jehovah's Witnesses teach. The man Jesus is a human person, a human being with a human nature. That's it. Remember this argument, folks. Please let this sink in.
Okay, I've already destroyed this argument. He's saying nothing new here. He knew I was going to do it again yesterday, which is why he freaked out. So let's let him say what he's got to say, and I'll explain it again. I literally gave him the answer by a text as well, John 1, 29 through 30. So let's see if he brings that up, right? Everyone heard me yesterday ask him or state first, angel's a functional term, right? And he wouldn't answer that, even though he knows he agrees. Then I cited John 1, 29 through 30 to answer this specific argument he's making. He wouldn't deal with it. So let's see if he does.
You got to use this. You asked them, but I thought he was the Archangel Michael.
Okay, where did you ever get that? Why are you so stupid is my question here. And that's what I also pointed out yesterday. I said, it's taken you 30 years to figure this out? I mean, Sam, you're a good arguer and you're a good liar. You're good at avoiding getting wiped out after you get wiped out because you're a chicken and a baby. Look at how sick he looks. Look at that. Look at the top of his eyes. So, this argument he's making, he's just coming up with. You understand? He's just learning that the Watchtower and me believe Jesus was only a man on earth. Right. Not a God man, not two natures, a man, right? Lower than the angels man, the last Adam man. He's just figuring this out. Right. I've done debates, I've written books, I've written articles, I've done videos, Watchtowers published like what? A gazillion things? He's just learning this. He's stupid. And look at how sick he looks. I think he's going to die. Let's listen.
They'll tell you yes. He's Archangel Michael. So then you ask.
No, they won't. Not if it's on earth, okay? He's Jesus. Do you not understand that? He's so stupid. He's dumb. Let's go. He's still this. I'll get to it, right? What he doesn't understand is they're the same person all the time. They're just not in the same nature. And that's why he's stupid.
So was he still the Archangel Michael on earth?
We've already answered this, okay? For decades. He's the same person as a man. Is that simple enough for you? I want to bring up John 1:29 through 30 to prove that my whole point, but I want to see if he brings it up first, because if he doesn't, once again, we know he's a chicken, and he's not even addressing the text I cited yesterday, which he wouldn't even let me read because he's a baby.
No. Was he an angelic person on earth? Not an angel in function, a messenger. That's not what we're saying. See,
but that's what we're saying, you idiot. That's what you don't understand. And that's why I asked you that yesterday. Angel is not a nature term. Is what you're stupid on. Like, I literally went over this in my discussion of Hebrews 1 and Psalm 104 and all my angels of Yahweh in the Old Testament, right? The most recent ones. The ones I did that comments review video where we got into Hebrews 1 and Psalm 104 and the angels as spirits. Angel is a functional term. It's not a term for nature. There's no nature of an angel. Okay? That's why there's human angels and spirit angels. But when it's talking about in the heavens, he makes his angels spirits, flames of fire. That's their nature. What's born from spirit is spirit. Not what's born from spirit is an angel. Okay? So he's lost. He's so stupid and confused. He just said he's not talking about what we're talking about, namely the functional meaning of the term angel. So what do we do with this, right? He's so confused. I mean, I have to unwind all of this just to get back to what we're really saying. He's either really stupid and dying, right? Look at how sick he looks. Or he's confused, right? Or he's lying, right? He's deliberately deceiving people. Angel is a functional term. We've talked about this numerous times. So what is he talking about? Why is he so confused about this? It doesn't make any sense, right? It's like he's like experiencing Alzheimer's or something, right? Dementia. Like he doesn't even have recent memory recall or something.
the coward knew what I was saying, but he's a coward, son of...
Of course I knew what you were saying, which is why you didn't answer my question. He just proved right there that I knew what he was saying and that he knew he couldn't answer me. Why? He didn't. You see, he just said he's not referring to angel as a functional term. Angel is a functional term. And when I pointed that out yesterday, he freaked out. So what is he talking about? He got destroyed is what he's talking about.
Of Satan. All right. Now, listen to me. You asked them, was he an angelic person on earth? No.
Okay, so what are you talking about? You mean angelic? This is what I said yesterday, right? I said, do you mean like a spirit? He just said he doesn't mean that. But he does mean that, right? He's asking. He's not asking if we mean Jesus is an angel functionally on earth. He just said that. Let's let him say it because he's kind of stupid.
Was he the archangel while still a man?
Yes, as a person, but not by nature, right? He doesn't have the authority that the spirit nature, Michael or Jesus the archangel, has. That's why he has to appeal to the Father for legions of angels, something the archangel wouldn't have to do. He's the same person, though. He just took on a different nature. That's it. And I'm going to prove that again. I've done it so many times. I want to see if he quotes John 1, okay? If he deals with the actual text I cited and said, that's my argument. I don't think he does. He may. Let's see. He's an idiot.
That he's the archangel who took on human nature? No. Jesus at no time on...
Yes, he is. You just lied. Okay, that's wrong. He's the archangel who took on human nature. So he gave up the nature and authority he had as a spirit archangel. He's still the same person. He just doesn't have the same nature or authority. That's it. Are you not dumb anymore? I doubt it. I think you still are.
On earth, remain an angelic person. At no time...
What is he talking about? An angelic person. Angel is a functional term, numbnuts. Did someone sodomize your brain? See, he's stupid. It is so bizarre. Angelic person, if you're a human, that can only mean you're a messenger. An angel that's a spirit is still a messenger, but a spirit. So what is it you're not understanding? I'm genuinely confused at how stupid you've become.
Time on earth did he remain an angelic person. He ceased being an angelic person, he became a human person. So now this leads to another question. Did Michael now become a human person? If
in my view, yes, it's not a necessary view. Christian Witnesses of Jah don't require that people identify Jesus as Michael. I think it's pretty conclusive in my view, but it's not absolute. And so, because it's not absolute and it's not necessary for salvation, Jesus is clearly an archangel, according to 1 Thessalonians 4 and Revelation 1:1, 1 Peter 3:22. But he doesn't have to be Michael. So, but whether you believe, if you believe he is Michael, or if you don't, whatever he was, whatever angel he was before becoming a man, it's the exact same person without the authority and the spirit nature. That's it. Real simple.
so, where's the continuity between an angelic person and a human person?
I cited it for you yesterday in John 1:29-30. Something tells me, even though you rage quit, as I pointed that out, and you've had, a whole day to figure out what to do with it, I don't think you're going to bring it up. I think you're that stupid and dishonest. I think you know it's game over, and it is.
An angelic person is not the same as a human person.
Oh, sure they are. An angelic person is a messenger. So a human can be an angelic person. That's why I asked you yesterday, you idiot, are you talking about a spirit or are you talking about it functionally? Because it's a functional term. If you're applying it to a spirit, okay, but that doesn't make your point, which is proven by the fact that I asked you or point out and then said, right, it's a functional term, which even you've admitted before and is true no matter what you think. So this is really weird how pathetic you become. You know it's over, right? You know you've been destroyed.
A human person is a human person. An angelic person is an angelic person.
Right. And they're both persons. And they both have natures as persons. They're both made in the image of God. So one can take on the nature of the other. We can become spirits. Did you know that, Sam? So, Sam, when we're resurrected as spirits, is it the same person? Right. Oh, well, wait a minute. We're a man right now, though. How could it be the same person when we become a spirit? Well, maybe because your false teaching about the human body resurrection. Still the same person, though. And it was dead. So it's the same thing in terms of the person consistency.
So if Michael went from being an angelic person to a human person, then what happened to that angelic person?
Nothing. He became a man. He left his spirit nature and authority and took on the limitations of a man. Lower than the angels, right? Because he wasn't lower than the angels before. So if you were not lower than the angels before, And now you are lower than the angels. You're the same person. You're just in a different nature, different place. What don't you understand? It's so easy and simple. You're just stupid. That's the only conclusion I can come to.
You see the problem?
You haven't explained one yet, so no. Oh, yeah, I see the problem now. Your bad diet. And again, look at how sick. Look at his left ear. It looks like it's breaking off or something. It's almost like it's deforming in live time. Let me watch it.
Do you understand the problem now?
No, can you explain it? Because there hasn't been one yet.
They'll tell you the life force of Michael was transferred to Jesus while he's in the womb. All right, then.
Okay, well, that's maybe what Watchtower believes. I just believe he was created in the womb. The Kanao in Philippians 2, which you never address because you can't. You're stupid and I'm right. Kanao always means totally wiped out. It's gone. Nothing left. Destruction. He destroyed the form of Theou that he existed in and took on the form of a man. What don't you understand? Right. He was made lower than the angels. That means he was created. You understand what Psalm 8:5 says about humans being made lower than the gods? Right. It's talking about them being created lower than the gods, the angels. And that's quoted in Hebrews 2, applied to men first, and then applied to Jesus. So what is it you're not understanding? Well, again, this stupidity is like escalating out of control.
And you ask them, what does that mean? What does it mean that Jesus had the life force of Michael?
Okay, well, you can ask Watchtower, you can ask me, because I just told you, and I've told you consistently for what, 30 years? Even when I was with Watchtower, I never really explained it like that, I don't think. So, no one knows what you're doing here. This is like you've raised something as a problem, but there's no problem. Where's the problem? Oh, I see. Look at him. Look at that face. He's going into a trance right now. Look at the eyes. Look at the eyes rolling back into his head. They're gone. He's literally being taken over in this frame. I believe that. Look at the mouth. It's open wide like a blown out homo's rear end, right? Because there's no elasticity left. It's disgusting. You'll see. StopSodomy.com. I know. But it reminds me of that. It reminds me of overused homo rear end. Not meant to be sodomized. And look at his eyes. His eyes are gone. They've rolled back. The rollback is a sign of demonization. And look at the beard too. It's offset. I think he probably shaved it right, but his fat neck is not even. He's got like rolls when he's in this position, so it shows up the unevenness of his scraggly beard, his vitamin deficient beard.
Does that mean he was an angelic person who took on human nature? No, he's a human person.
Right. Well, angel is not a nature, you idiot. So why don't you change the word from spirit to human and you won't have this dilemma. But since you're dumb, it won't be possible.
Well, if he's a human person, are you saying Michael morphed from being an angelic person to a human person?
No. I've told you repeatedly, and Watchtower tells you repeatedly what their view is, so why are you even asking this question? He's stupid. No, he emptied himself of the Marphe Theou, okay? The nature of God, the spirit form. What's born from spirit is spirit. Real simple. And he took on another nature. He became a man. So to become a man, he had to be born a man, right? He stopped existing. Do you understand Psalm 8? Do you understand Hebrews 2? Right, so lower than the angels, right? That means a man. So he stopped existing as a spirit being and began existing as a human being with the same person, the same spirit from God. You know, the internal spirit that we have that defines our personality, nature. No, not nature. I mean, nature in terms of our personality, right? How we are. whether you're in a spirit form or a physical form, whatever defines you. That's what I mean by the spirit, right? Spirits have spirits, right? Spirit can refer to your nature, or it can refer to the type of attitude or disposition you're displaying. So he has all that same spirit as a man, not as a spirit. Hopefully that was simple enough, but it's Sam. And look at him. He now looks like he's totally lost. Let's see if he can find himself again.
If you say yes, then Michael, the archangel, doesn't exist anymore.
Right. That's why you never have him referenced while Jesus is on earth. He's on earth. He's Jesus. That's why in Hebrews 1, dum-dum, it says, to which of the angels did he ever say, you are my son, I today have become your father, referring to him being resurrected, or being his firstborn, being brought into the inhabited world, the earth, when he was born. It's not talking about him as an angel because he's not an angel. So the answer is, he didn't say that to any angel. He said it to the angel who became a man, lower than the angels, hence not a spirit angel. Of course, he's an angel as a man in the sense that he's a messenger. He constantly says that. I only tell you what the Father says. That's a messenger, right? So that's why I said to you yesterday, are you talking about it functionally? Because it's a functional term. So in Hebrews 1, he's talking about angels as spirits in the Old Testament. Flames of fire, you idiot. He's not talking about human messengers. So you see what we have to do to unwind how deeply gone he is? He just confuses himself or runs from the truth so badly, he ends up in a place like this.
You understand the problem? Which is why he was tap dancing?
Where was I tap dancing? I openly came right out and answered you. I said angel is a functional term. So where's the tap dance? You literally quit the discussion right there. It ended right there. You asked me a question. I said, well, angel is a functional term. You hesitated and I said, right? And then you quit because you knew you were defeated. That's what happened. Anyone can watch it and see there's no escape, Sam. It's permanent. It's all time. You guys can lie all you want with these stupid videos and lying titles. I'm going to get plenty of the true titles out. Everyone will see you guys are lying, and we'll just point it out. And then, look, this guy cut me off and then lies to his whole audience. You know, before that, what this idiot did? He lied to everybody that he challenged me to a debate. And then when he was called to produce the proof, didn't have it. No, he got wiped out. He got exposed as a baby. Look at him. Look at, he looks like he's about to cry right there. Look at that sick, depressed look. He looks like he's about to cry. He does that too. He cried yesterday because he got so emotionally upset over his bad diet and Kit Kat bites. I think he's about to cry. He's so emotionally distraught and full of demons. And he's out of control, right? He's coming up with some argument that doesn't exist. This doesn't even work. And he's using it to try to bluff his way out of why he cut me off yesterday and didn't answer. He got destroyed. There's your answer.
We're going to get into John 10. It's all part of my discussion.
Yeah, we're going to do a whole live stream on that later today. Wipe him out even more. He's gone.
I promise you, it's all part of my discussion.
Yeah, sure. Just like your bad diet and coffee cups that you need 2 hands to bring to your fat face. Let's see what has happened in the chat real quickly because of the insanity. We know what can happen. Angel is going insane. It's real simple. Hey, Angel, why does Jesus say it's okay to worship his disciples in Revelation 3:9? Explain that. That will answer your question about worship to Jesus. We got Jake Brancatella here. Good to see you, Jake. I appreciate you showing up. As you know, you and I have not collaborated the way these guys are lying. And just because we're effectively exposing them, they're creating this big fiasco to try to create this image that we're teaming up against Jesus, you know. I thought you totally destroyed William, Jake. And, you know, I kind of was a little reserved because I've kind of gotten along with William. Even though he's with Sam, he's kind of been, at least to this point, kind of the better of the two. So I didn't really want to hammer away. But when you did your review of that debate, I thought it was awesome. I mean, the way you showed with the proofs how William was a liar. I'm going to do a whole review of your debate. I thought it was that good. And because William continues to lie, I'm going to do my part to make sure that everyone knows you destroyed him. It was incredible. And the way this guy lied, right? I mean, they really have a problem with that. It's embarrassing, right? I mean, the way that they try to latch onto things and misrepresent things is pretty incredible. I mean, I've got these guys saying that heteros theos means another person, right? And that it's different from deuteros theos to the point where me offhandedly making that substitution, which to me is no big deal at all. I don't even know why they keep commenting on it. Again, it's not even a point that I argued, right? I've never said, oh, yeah, it says deuteros theos, so you're wrong. No, I was just, he didn't have the source. I use a synonym. He says it's the other one. Fine. What does it mean? Another person? No, you're a liar. Doesn't change anything, right? Whether it's deuteros or heteros, they're going to say theos means another person, i.e. they're going to assume the Trinity. That's what that is. So every time they see the word God, right? John 1:1, in the beginning was the Word was with God, and the Word was theos. Okay, well, it's theos. It's not person. The God he's with, it doesn't say he's with the person of the Father. It says he's with the God. That's an ontological distinction. And then Job 38:7, right? I mean, Jake might not agree with all these things, and that's not the issue right now. But we're talking about these guys. Job 38:7 says, all the sons of God were there when God created the earth, which was created before the heavens. I mean, the stars in the heavens. So all the sons of God are there. The Septuagint translates that all angels. He believes Jesus is a son of God and the angel of God in the Old Testament. So does all mean all? Do we have another exception here, right? These guys are crazy. So of all the sons of God, that's a separate clip coming up too. Part 4 of Sam's cremation, the last one we did. Or maybe part 3. If all the angels and all the sons of God are there when God's creating the earth, why isn't the Word as a theos considered one of those sons of God or angels? When he argues for being a son of God as a theos in John 10, the very text this pervert Sam continues to misinterpret. I can't even get him to answer a 10-minute video about a first-class conditional sentence in John 10:35 through 36. Let's get back to Sam and see, though, if he brings up John 1:29 through 30. That will annihilate him, okay? So let me get back to Sam. I'll leave you guys in the comments. Thank you for showing up, Jake. We're going to continue to highlight your destruction of William, the pagan and liar. Speaking of pagan liars.
Are you with me there? But then it gets worse. When Jesus died, go back, watch the previous sessions. I gave you these references. And when he was raised, was the man Jesus raised? No. Is the man Jesus a man, a human person in heaven? No. Ask them. Don't take my word for it. Ask that.
You're not making any big point here, dummy. We've known this our whole lives. So why you're just figuring this out, that's why I call you dummy. You'd have to be stupid, right? Doesn't every Watchtower person and person who agrees with me in my theology realize he'd have to be stupid not to know this? It's like basic teaching from us, you know? So he's getting really fired up about some big thing he's going to say, and it's going to totally fall flat. So let's hear that.
That coward. So instead of manifesting, can you answer my question, dude? And don't talk over me because you only humiliate yourself.
What question did I not answer? I literally answered his question, and then he wouldn't agree, even though I know he does agree. And so I said, it's a functional term, right? And he freaked out right there. So what is he talking about? I challenge anyone, okay? I challenge anyone to, in that 10-minute video of me and Sam and William, point out one question that was like I could hear that I didn't answer. I believe I answered every single question these dorks threw at me. And they went all over the place, right? I was like answering both of these maniacs at the same time. And then they were accusing me of interrupting them. Isn't that crazy? It just shows they're buffoons. William had no business even being there. He's just so butthurt and insecure over getting destroyed by Jake and me highlighting it. And you haven't seen nothing yet, William. We're going to do a whole series on that. That's really good, Jake. And that should be highlighted. The Muslim community should thank Jake. The Christian community should thank Jake for doing what he did. All right. I haven't seen many Christians go to the extent that Jake did to expose these liars about Justin Martyr.
You're now become infamous, right?
Infamous for what? For showing up on your live stream out of nowhere and then being attacked by you and William after answering all your questions and then you rage quit? Isn't this crazy? This guy's delusional, right? Look at him. We have another sick look. So when we get Sam doing these poses where he's like the light, whatever light's in the room, remember, he's like buried in darkness, but right, he's got to have some light because he knows he can't talk to us in darkness. And the demons know that too. So they're like, okay, we'll just create the deep canyons around your eyes and we'll hide in there. Then we'll get to see people and what you're doing. So now, though, he's tilted back and we can kind of see, right? You see those like deep, dark, look at that. Look at his eye on the light side. Like if Sam's face is the moon, you got the dark side on the left and the light side on the right. You can see that even with the full light shining down on his face, you see the top of his eyelid. Look at that deep, dark canyon right there. That's a sick sign. That's something's wrong there. And his nose is totally offset. I don't know if he broke it or what's going on there. He like rubs his face a lot, really violently. Maybe he just rubbed it into a new position. I don't know. He looks sick.
Is there a human person in heaven named Jesus? No. Is there a man in heaven who's a human person with a human nature? No. Well, who's there? The Archangel Michael.
The life-giving spirit that he was made when he was resurrected from the dead as the firstborn from the dead and given all authority and power, and all angels were made subject to him. So yes, he's literally called the archangel, an archangel, by Paul after his resurrection in 1 Thessalonians 4. I'm still waiting for this point. He's just talking, right? He's just belittling our view and not refuting it. He's just marveling at it while he looks really sick, like he's about to die.
Who is he? He's Jesus. All right, well now, hold on. Explain this to me. If you're telling me Michael is Jesus, but Jesus is a human person with a human nature, and Michael is not a human person with a human nature.
No, see right there, you got it wrong, right? We believe he's the same person. In my case, Michael. Other people believe just, the firstborn of all creation. So, what are you talking about? It's the same thing from him going from being a human on earth to being made a life-giving spirit in heaven. He still was a human on earth. Did you know that? Right. So, he's still that Jesus, just like he's still Michael from the Old Testament. He's just not a spirit being with all the authority of Michael while on earth. You understand now? Probably not.
Where's the connection?
I just told you. Now, and I've already proven the connection between him on earth and before in John 1, 29 through 30. I'm waiting to see if he brings it up. If not, we'll bring it up because he's a liar and a coward. Well, he's just pointing out, okay, he's a man on earth. He dies. And then 1 Corinthians 15:45 says he's made a life-giving spirit, created. And he's created right there. He was created as the firstborn of all creation. He was created as a man. And he was created when he was resurrected as the firstborn. That's why firstborn is used of him. Why he's born through Mary. Why he's the firstborn. They're all temporal terms, pervert. Okay? So he's the same person before a man, as a man, and after. Just not the same nature and just not the same authority. Do you understand now? Again, I doubt it, but I'll keep trying.
Where's the connection?
How many times you can ask that question? I just explained it. The same person. There's your connection.
Help me understand.
I don't think it's possible. I am trying, but you're stupid. So, it's not easy.
I want to understand.
I doubt that, but I will keep trying.
How is Michael Jesus? How is Jesus Michael?
Real simple. Same person. Different nature, different authority. That's it. You understand now? Probably not.
You understand the problem, right?
No.
If Michael is an angelic creature.
Okay, so again, he's using angel as a term for nature. And he knows it's not. He's even said this, right? It's Sam, though, right? He'll go back on himself, he'll contradict himself, or if he has to. He doesn't understand. This is the whole point of my question yesterday that made him rage quit. He keeps saying Michael's an angelic creature. Okay, no, he's a spirit creature. You understand now the difference? Yeah, he's an angel too, but his creatureness isn't an angel nature. No, it's a spirit nature, and he is an angel. That's as simple as I can make it, dude.
An angelic person with an angelic nature.
There's no such thing as an angelic nature. You just destroyed yourself. You just sodomized yourself again. And I have videos where you admit angel is a functional term. So you're contradicting yourself right here. Why are you doing this? Because you know you can't win. So you now have to get your stupid argument to work, you've got to try to create this contradiction between being an angel and being a man. When being an angel is a functional term that applies to spirits and man. So why are you saying it's a nature? You're begging the question and assuming your argument like you always do. That's why.
But Jesus is a human person, a human creature with human nature.
And also an angel, a messenger sent. He's literally prophesied to be the angel of great counsel who is born as a child. Right. The angel of the covenant. Yeah. Isaiah 9, 5, 6 and Malachi 3. Right. So it's a functional term. It's not a term for nature. Even John the Baptist is called a messenger, an angel. Right. This is crazy. Right. That we have to put up with this nonsense all for his ego and lies. So he's just totally lying here and inventing a nature to try to maintain this stupid argument that's been and will be destroyed.
Where's the connection? Do you understand why I'm hammering this point?
Yeah, because you don't understand our position. And it's real simple. And you're also lying about what the term nature or angel means. And you previously seemed to understand that, and now you're claiming it's a nature. Okay, wait a minute. I want everyone to stop and take a look. Because do you see the frame we stopped it on? Look at his lips. It looks like his top lip. Look at that. Look at the discoloration. You see the whiteness? It's almost like a rug burn, right? It's like something went into his mouth repeatedly and like bruised or blistered his upper lip. Maybe it was food, right? Because, he's gluttonous. But Bo Branson, right?
Now, the best analogy I could come up with to try to understand their logic. Oh, he's live again? Dude, the guy's not going to work. He's going to retire from working.
Well, you just don't know what I do because you're stupid and you assume all kinds of things. So we have this idiot in the comments, Gregorio Papadopoulos. Greg in his stream is like calling everyone here gay now. Well, Sam started out highlighting his obsession with me being gay. He has recently publicly confessed his lust for a man, Bo Branson. And you guys attacked my videos and streams yesterday and this morning by accusing us of being gay and taking drugs. All because we destroyed your two idiots. So you guys are obsessed with drugs and being gay. I take that to mean you're meth users and you got plugs up your ass.
The best example I could give. Is imagine someone downloads my memories, takes my memories, downloads them in a computer, and then uploads my memories into your brain.
No, it's nothing like that at all. You're talking about just a information program. We're talking about a soulical spirit person. So your analogy is false. It's you, though, so that's not like a big deal, really, to me. You're stupid. But I got to point it out anyway, in case other dummies get misled.
So I'm going to take Moab. Let me give you the example. They take...
Okay, so let's look at this ridiculous comment. What happened to Michael as he became Jesus if he didn't die? Does everyone see the problem there? He literally answers his own question, doesn't he? Well, let's just take out the part where Moab says, as he became Jesus. And look what he says. What happened to Michael if he didn't die? So you see the answer in his own question? He became Jesus. That's the answer, Moab.
Take my memories, download in a computer, they upload the memories into Moab's brain. So now Moab has my memories.
Nope, it's nothing like that at all. He literally was born as a human, had no memory while he was in Mary's womb, and developed it and was made aware of who he was by the Father. So at what point, we don't know. Obviously, he had to be conscious to the extent that he would understand things. I don't know what to tell you, man. It's really clear. He became Lord than the angels. It says he emptied himself, kanao, wiped out his divine nature, took on a human nature. Same person. 1 Corinthians 15 teaches very plainly that the body changes, but the spirit or seed does not. God gives it a body. So the spirit that Jesus had before he became a man is the same spirit that defines him as a person. And it's the same spirit that defines him as a person when he's resurrected to heaven. He just has a new nature and more authority. Same person. So I don't know why you don't understand it. The proper analogy, Sam, since you're too stupid to come up with one, and you're insulting Moab by even daring to put your thoughts in his brain, although he asked the dumb question, so maybe that would work. No, a good analogy, Sam, is real simple. I don't even know why you're struggling with this. It would be like you. Let's pretend you existed as a spirit being. I know, it's never going to happen. Well, let's pretend. And you wanted to become a man. So you gave up being a spirit being, and God created you as a man with the same spirit personality, same definable characteristics as a man, though. And then that same man with the same personality that previously had a different nature and more authority, if you were that man now and you died and your spirit went back to the God who gave it, like Jesus said, Father, in your hands I entrust my spirit, and all spirits return to God who gave it. So that proves he gave it to Jesus initially, didn't it? Exactly. Created. And then God resurrected you and gave you a new body, just like 1 Corinthians 15 says. Real simple.
In his brain, so then he recalls events in my life.
None of this has anything to do with what we believe, okay? This is the stupidest analogy. I mean, it's like he didn't even try, right? Because if he tried, he'd come up with what I just came up with, which would be what we believe, and then he couldn't argue it. So he creates a straw man, lies, like claiming I ran, and this is what we get.
Which are now uploaded to his brain, but that still doesn't make him me.
Right, because that's not what we're talking about. So I don't even know why you're talking about it. It just shows how stupid you are again. So everyone can see he cannot present a proper analogy. Right? He's an idiot.
Oh, he's live now, guys?
He's known I've been live. He just pretends because he's a pervert.
You see?
So Ortho Christos says, I've gone off the rails. And do you think Ortho Christos said that to Sam when he initially started attacking me and my face and my sexuality and claiming I'm a drug user, right? Do you think any of that insane ad hominem attack was objected to by Ortho Christos? No, he's a pagan pervert like this idiot.
You understand why he won't answer the question?
I not only answered it yesterday and then you rage quit, I just answered it again and I've answered it for 30 years. So I guess you'll just have to keep saying I'm never answering it while I'm answering it, and we'll just have to keep living with it, right? And whoever believes you will be destroyed, and whoever wants the truth can find it.
You understand why he tried to cut us off, speak over us, and will not let me make my point?
So I'm going to do a video later. In addition to the additional live stream, it's going to be destruction day for these guys. I'm going to show you guys how many times they interrupted me. We're going to go through that 10-minute clip. It won't be a long video. So we're just going to count all this lying they're doing. I'm going to show you guys. You can see for yourself. Everything he's saying is what they did to me. I literally sat there and answered all their stupid questions. I came there to talk about what he was attacking me on. My website, lying about me being a cult leader, and John 10, my debate with White. I went on there to talk about those things. I even put in his comments, I'm going to expose you later. And then he called me out and said, okay, come up now. I said, okay, give me a few minutes. I'll be ready to go. I wasn't in a position to jump on the live right then, but I was there in 10 minutes or so. He freaked out. So nothing he's saying is true. And I didn't run from anyone. I'd still be on there destroying these guys if they weren't scared chickens.
Right now, guys, can someone confirm, is he live again now? I don't know, because I don't know what you guys are talking about. All right, then forget about him. Now do me a favor. If you go and watch him, you're going to give him more views. He's going to go from 5 to 15.
See how insecure and what a baby he is? This guy is so pathetic, right? I mean, he like attacks people for how many views. I mean, this is such a baby, right? This guy does competing live streams with people all the time. He's so insecure. And he's so worried people will hear the truth and not his lies. He's got to threaten them. What a baby.
Don't help increase his viewership. Let him manifest. Guy's sick, dude.
Okay, now I want you to look real closely here. Now he's showing us his teeth here, and you can see they're not in a good shape. Now he's got, look at those stained teeth. Those teeth, they're all these heavy white stains. Look at it, do a closer up look. Sam, you need to get some floss. You need to brush regularly, and I don't know, maybe implants or something. You look real like your mouth is going to break apart. Like all that junk food has created all these cavities, right? You're going to need a few root canals. And then when you look at the eyes right here, if you notice, you see on the left side, the dark side of the moon of Sam's face? this big fat moon right here. You look on the left side of the moon, of his face. Look at that. Look at there from the bottom of the eyes, right? Like flaring out from that left side of his fat nose. Look at that deep canyon line right there. Right there. Just like a big river of feces running right across his eye. And then right below that, another crevice, like someone took a hatchet and chopped him a line right there. And then this line, right? Look at this line. It goes all the way from the bottom of his hog nostril. And it makes a turn. It makes a left turn and comes down around his mouth. It looks like a dead patch of skin. Look at that. There's no hair there. You see that? That should have hair. See over here? His face is not in alignment. Like it's like a big puzzle of garbage, right? This piece that doesn't fit goes here, and then it eventually comes together and forms this mass of flesh, right? This unsightly compilation of unfitness.
Yeah. So don't increase his 12 viewers to 30.
Don't worry, Sam. We know you pay for views and pay for subscribers. There's no way in the world that many people could be so stupid to subscribe to you.
And he'll never answer my objections.
Isn't he crazy? He acts like I ran away from a question yesterday, right? It was him. I destroyed him like I just did. Ask Tarantula Clan or George Lopez. They know this, okay? They know that Sam got wiped out yesterday and he saw it coming and he quit. That's why he didn't answer my question. Angel's a functional term, right? Oh, here we go, right? That's what he did. He literally crapped himself, right? I hope he's wearing a diaper, right? With his bad diet and his lack of, he probably does. He probably has to wear something. I don't know, though. It's like, again, his bowels cannot be in good health.
Never, because he's a son of Satan. The dragon has spiritually molested him. His God is a false God. His Jesus, false Jesus. He's a Bible pervert, and he's getting destroyed and obliterated by the true triune Jehovah.
And where did that happen? Someone want to point out one single thing from any of the videos involving me and Sam or me and anybody where that happened? Right? It's just crazy. They're stupid.
That's why he won't answer.
I've already answered. I answered and he didn't answer. And that's the truth of the matter.
You want me there? Jehovah took Michael's life force and put it in the baby in Mary's womb. But man up west, ask them, what does that mean?
Real simple. Just like Psalm 8 teaches and is applied to Jesus in Hebrews 2. God made him lower than the angels. Is that simple enough for you? What does being made lower than the angels mean? It means he wasn't made lower than the angels before, but he is now. Oh, but it's the same person, right? Because he is made lower than the angels. Exactly. Is he ever going to bring up John 1, 29 through 30? What do you think? The live show, right? I've been commenting on it. I doubt even any of his gay followers have told him, hey, you're really blowing it. Because he not only destroyed you yesterday by pointing out John 1, 29 through 30, which you didn't even know what it said, and you refused to look it up. He's saying you're not going to do it right now. Yeah, he's saying you're a chicken, like you've proven you are. Let's find out.
Yeah, guys, don't go there, because if you go, you're going to increase his viewership. Learn.
Right. Follow Sam, right? He tells you what to do. Remember yesterday when he lied about me and said, I tell people what to do? No, that's a lie. That's what he does. Like he just did. He just asserted his authority over all you idiots who are too stupid. Hey, XJW Laura, you know how the Watchtower tells you don't go read other, apostate stuff? Isn't that terrible? Keep you from learning things? That's what he's doing. He's the Watchtower. He's openly concerned, right? If I'm so terrible and getting refuted, he should want people to come and hear it, right? No, he's a baby and a liar. He's literally acting like Watchtower right now. Don't worry, Watchtower people, and it's not all bad, but you got problems. He's trying to tell people what to do because he is a cult leader. He's a pervert. And if you don't do what Sam wants you to do, he's going to hate you, just like Watchtower. Look at that face. Everybody, stop what you're doing, okay? Unless you're eating, in which case, look away. Look at that disfigured face. Look at those sick eyes. What is wrong with his eyes? We already know about the deep demon canyons of darkness. And it's still here, right? He's in full light right here, right? Light's coming in on his whole side of the moon of his face. He still has this deep, dark canyon. And all these other canyons forming. And his mouth, everything is off, right? His teeth aren't showing linearly. His mouth looks like it's been overused. And his eyes, look, the eye on the dark side of the moon of his face is glazed. Look close, you can see there's a shimmering glaze. Like he's literally being possessed. And look, you can see he's got lazy eyes. You see how normal people, they don't close half their eye when they're conscious. You don't see this look. This is an odd look. That's called lazy eyes. And he's fat, right? So that makes sense. He can't get the weight off his body. And it's closing his eyelids. Look at that. He's getting so fat now, his eyes are not fully closing or opening. Right here. Look. It's like they're like overpowering his vision. This is really bad. He might die.
Focus. You see, he's not well. He's ill. I was told that he also physically threatened us. This guy.
He was told this. Oh, really? So if someone comes and tells me, hey, Sam and the tough guy William physically threatened you, you know what my first response would be? Where? Let me hear it. You know what his first response is? I don't want to hear it, right? I don't want to hear it. I just want to lie about it. Oh, can I say Stafford said he threatened me physically? Because I want to lie about that. I don't want to hear it if he didn't say it though. So don't tell me what he actually said because I want to lie about it. Okay, good. That's what he does. I have never physically threatened these two idiots. So he's a liar. He does this often, by the way. Him and William are just, these guys got to go. These guys are ruining the ministerial universe, right? Look at this face. Once again, right? It's like every time we stop him, he gets sicker and dies a little bit more. Look, so his mouth is not working properly. Look, he's talking out of half of his mouth. Only one side of his lip is raised. What is this? It's like the muscles in half his face aren't working. Only the dark side is working. Look at that. The dark side of the moon of his face seems to be like it has the demon presence, so it's like functioning. The light side, like the side God would see with the light, nothing. Right? It's like, I don't want to see it. Nope. There's no activity on this side. No light. Look at the mouth. It's like dead on the light side. Like you know how in Jesus he talks about this? People, they prefer the darkness to the light. Look at that. Look at the way he's using the dark side of his face for activity. I only see the teeth on the left side. That's weird. I think the demons are why. He has no spiritual life over here. He has demon activity over here. So we get the split face.
Guy's going to threaten me physically.
That never happened, but let's see how you handle it.
Oh, I'm scared.
That's how you handle it? Is that supposed to what? Like make me, if I were wanting to hurt you, would that like supposedly make me not want to hurt you? It just looks to me like you're dying. It looks like you're trying to create this false appearance of security. right? So while you're bringing up me threatening you, which never happened, and how you're not afraid of it, when we all know you're terrified of your own shadow.
Okay, now let's focus by the power of the Holy Spirit.
You don't have the Holy Spirit? That's blasphemy. And you're lying about me again. You guys are literally promoting lies. I might, Sam, if you keep doing this, if you keep lying and saying I'm threatening you physically, I might have to tell YouTube that you're literally inciting people against me for hatred on things I never did. You actually got someone so angry with me about a year ago when we were trying to debate and you were lying and you told them you kept asking me to debate and I refused. The guy got so angry because of your lies. He came to my channel and he was genuinely upset with me. And I could tell, I was like, this guy's like really thinks I'm avoiding Sam. And I wrote back and I said, look, man, he hasn't asked me to debate him at all. And the guy went back to Sam. It's all documented in the prior videos about this issue. Guy went back to Sam and said, hey, he says you never offered to debate him. So show me the emails where you asked him. He didn't have any because he never did. So then he starts sending me emails right there. I never heard from that angry guy ever again. He's probably still a Trinitarian, but he probably was so, because, right, if you get fooled like that by an idiot like this, and you go to someone and you attack them and you call them out and you realize you were duped by a dope, that's embarrassing, right? That's something that would like affect you for life. That's what these guys do. They literally lie about people so badly, it incites people. Look at the way they attack the Muslims. Look at the way they incite hatred against the Muslims and Jews. The very people we're supposed to be trying to, get along with. That's because it's the Dragon Church. The Dragon Church is built on war. It's built on this stuff. That's the dragon. The dragon took over the Christians and started using them against the Christians and to get others to hate the Christians, just like they're doing today. And he's one of the most effective at doing it. So we get Noel, a woman's name, maybe not in his language, and Noel, right? No God, no L. These guys are perverts, everybody. The effeminate Noel says he is cursing us all out while, yes, he's watching your stream. No, I'm not cursing you, but you guys are cursed. And I will curse you in the sense that you're blasphemers. So you're cursed by Yahweh, you're cursed by the Lord Jesus for blaspheming and following paganism. Yes, you're cursed. Congratulations. Whatever we bind on earth is bound in heaven. So you guys are bound, and that's why he's so stupid.
But hi, Greggy. Greggy, you're watching me here.
You see what he did? He's effeminate. He has this gay streak in him. So we already saw that he confessed his love for Bo Branson. Okay, this was like he did it for like 3 minutes, maybe more. And it was unbelievable, right? He literally said the reason he's still in the Catholic Church is Bo Branson's so handsome. He said he was questioning his sexuality. He did. He said that. I'm not making it up like he's making up stuff about me. He literally fell in love with Bo Branson. He got XJW Laura and another pagan woman to openly start thinking lustfully of Bo Branson. And XJW Laura is married, so you see what Sam does. Now he's trying to kiss me because of his homosexual tendencies. And he doesn't have emotional control. So let's take a look now. Now we're getting more, the lips now more resemble the anus, right? Usually the anus, if you've seen it, that we all have, right? We don't, it's not like a regular thing, but we all know, right? I got the stop sodomy site going on, so it's like, comes up more for me, but now you can see the anal quality of his lips. You see? You see how that would be useful as an anus? Anyway, he's getting real sick. Look at the nostrils too. Those are not even. Look, the nostril on the left is like open, kind of. It has like this weird, it looks like a tadpole. You know, like the little tadpoles that swim around before they become frogs. The left nostril looks like a kind of a deformed tadpole. And then in this, or maybe that's the right nostril from him. It's left for me, but right for him. No, the other one, the one on the right for me, left for him, it's like collapsed, right? Like his brain, it's collapsed in. It's not open. And it's kind of like collapsing this direction. You see how the inner lining, the median of his nose is going this way? That nostril is trying to go that way too, right? They're all it's all leaning to the dark side. All the features are like, we would need to go to the demon side. There's no activity on the light side here. And he seems to have like either some nasal, little like a nasal protrusion there, or maybe it's like a booger. He doesn't clean himself well, probably. It's disgusting. Let's move on.
You like to talk about sodomy and gay. What happened to you, Greggy?
You did, Sam. So you and William and your despicable love fest and perversion have made me aware, together with your love for Bo Branson and the fact that Revelation 11 speaks of spiritual Sodom, all comes together in a form of perversion that we associate with you.
Did a Jehovah's Witness touch you a little too closely, if you know what I mean? Huh?
Now we're getting a good look here. So we get Sam now. He's winking, right? He's now making sexual advances. He's winking at me. That's an advance. When someone winks at you, they're saying, "Hey," you know. That's what he's doing. He's making an advance, an inappropriate advance. I could probably get him flagged for that right here. Does he have 2 strikes? We can get him out of here right now. I'm kidding, but not really. Okay, now look, also, it looks like his mouth has broken open, right? It looks like maybe he has some broken teeth here. What's going on? This doesn't look normal. Look at that mouth. Maybe that's why the light side wouldn't raise up. Like he's got a permanent adhesion to this broken jawline. And it looks like maybe Bo Branson was a little rough on him. And it created this kind of, it almost looks like a penile opening, right? Or he was spooning in the ice cream so fast, right? The spoon kind of has that shape. That's what I'm seeing. You tell me.
This is called projection, Greggy.
I didn't do any of this. Does someone want to show me where I started talking like a homosexual? Because if it's called projection, that's what you're doing.
You're projecting your own homosexuality onto us.
I'm not the one who acted like an effeminate queer like you just did. I'm just pointing out that you guys are spiritual sodomites, which you are.
But don't worry, you got Muslim Metalardo, your boyfriend by day, girlfriend at night, and Kelly Powerless, that effeminate queer. You can all join together for a threesome, if you know.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I guarantee you, me, Kelly, and Jake could have a 3 discussion that would actually be coherent. Me, you, and William can't do that. Why? You guys are incoherent. It's not even close. You have a lot of knowledge about the Trinity and how to argue it, Sam. I've never denied that. I'm not like you where I change my opinion about things based on how I feel about people, which for you means you change like every day, right? One day, this person beat that person, the other day, it doesn't matter, right? You're worthless. So you're projecting your gayness again. And I'm still waiting for this like point you were trying to make about Jesus, Michael, and whatever.
You know what I mean? Big boy.
Okay, so we're getting more effeminacy, right? This is like a routine he's got. Maybe at night, well, if does he work? He might have some other thing, right? This is a little too smooth, right? A little too smooth with the way he did that thing, right? He put his finger to his lip a minute ago. Let's go back to that. Right, watch this.
Together for a threesome, if you know what I mean.
Right
Big
there.
boy.
My bad. Sorry about that. A little mute time. Let's get back to Sam. He was being really gay and effeminate there, though. Like right here.
He's going to flip right now. He's going to flip. Oh, yeah, by the way, you can add Anthony Rogers to your playlist, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, Greggy, are we going to get sodomite again? Is that what happened to you? Oh, Greggy. Did a Jehovah Witness elder touch you in all the wrong places? If you know what I mean, big boy.
It would be much more likely that a Catholic priest would have tried to do that to me than a Watchtower person. But since you're blind to your own pagan church's horrific child abuse, right? It's not like they're all gay, right? I put up that video a couple weeks ago by that those two that were talking about the Catholic priests and how the one insider said they're like 85% gay, right? So here we have a member of basically a gay church projecting his homosexuality onto me, and he hasn't made one argument after getting thrashed and rage quitting live.
He's going to manifest now. Okay, now you with me there? See? Again. See? Oh, he's not healthy, dude.
That's what you got. You guys commit sodomy. The Bible is against sodomy and says that there would be a spiritual Sodom and Gomorrah where you perverts would attack Christians, which is what you're doing. So you're literally part of a church that's 80% hierarchically gay, has child abuse scandals beyond comprehension, and you literally fell in love with a man a couple weeks ago live. So what's the problem with sodomy for you guys?
I think I got to stop talking about Greg Stafford. All right. Now, can we focus in Jesus' name? Holy Spirit, constrain us.
That's not going to happen, but it will restrain and destroy you if you don't stop what you're doing.
Right? See? Yeah. Guys, he's demonized. He's full of Satan.
Why? Because I'm using homosexuals as a parallel for your spiritual sodomy? That's what the Bible does. It calls the place where you creeps killed the Lord and kill us Sodom and Gomorrah in a spiritual sense. Sorry, you just don't know the Bible and you're perverts.
Holy Spirit, constrain us, rebuke the demons, crush and expose them, purify us in the blood of the Lord Jesus our God. All right, now, can we now regroup? Now here, ex-JW Laura, I was told Greg Stafford cussed you out.
Okay, so ex-JW Laura has shown up. She humiliated and disgraced herself the other day live by lusting after a man, though she's married. She came over here and told me lies about William Albrecht while I was doing a live, had no answers. I don't need an air conditioner. I'm not sweating. You guys are stupid and you're obsessed with physical appearance. Hence, you lusted after a man even though you're married. And here you are again, describing me as needing air conditioner. No, I look better than Sam for a reason. It's called moisturizer and taking care of your face. I don't need chapstick either, but Sam does. He has chapped lips. It could be from excessive food or, I don't know.
As did Kelly Powers. By what?
And him and William are very obsessed with Kelly Powers. I've noticed also Kelly Powers has openly offered to debate Sam and William, even both at the same time. But they're chickens. I believe Kelly would destroy them. I do. I think Sam and William are just, Sam knows more than Kelly. I think even Kelly would accept that on the Trinity. But Sam is not precise. Look at how pathetic he is. He makes mistakes all the time. I let a lot of them go because I just accept it as part of his shtick. He's not a precise guy. But then him and William act all weird toward me. So it's like, okay, well, is that how you really feel? Well, let's talk then. I don't think Sam or William could beat Kelly because I think they're both more dishonest in their handling of text than Kelly. And Kelly would seize on that. Sam has a problem with Kelly. And Kelly bothers Sam. I don't know what it is. There's something about Kelly that Sam can't, it's difficult for him. There's something about Kelly Sam has a hard time with. You'll see it if you watch him. And he won't debate him. He won't do it. So there you go.
What spirit do these two speak that both of them in common attacked you? Did you know this sister is a former Jehovah's Witness? Her husband is a former Jehovah's Witness. They have a YouTube channel. Go there, subscribe, and they do.
I haven't attacked her at all. I've been trying to help XJW Laura. So has Kelly. Because we both know that if she's with you, she's gone, right? And there may be no hope at this point because you're a blasphemer of the Holy Spirit. That's obvious. And no question about it. And look at how sick he looks. Look at that look. Once again, with the benefit of the light, right? The light always, it shines a light on the darkness. When you do this to Sam, you can see where he's dying. Like his face is like caving in on itself. He's got lazy eyes again. No, his eyes are like like maybe a third open. It's really weird. They're glazed up again. He's possessed. His nose is leaning to the dark side again. And the darkness is all over his eyes. It's terrible.
Do ministry, Jehovah's Witnesses, and they both became Catholic?
Well, there have been many Catholics who become Jehovah's Witnesses. What's your point? So XJW Laura has shown she doesn't care at all about the truth, right? She follows you in lusting after men, even though she's married. So you will have to answer for you misleading yet another person. I'd sure hate to be you, Sam. You don't want to be anywhere near Sam on Judgment Day. I promise you that.
Now, sister, can you confirm that you were taught as a Jehovah's Witness that Jesus was just a man on earth? Jesus was just a man on earth, a human person with a human nature, no more, no less. That he wasn't an angelic person when he was on earth. Can you confirm this is what you were taught? Right? Can you confirm that's what you...
So this person, Dan Goldstein, says he really went off on XJW Laura badly. Well, what are you talking about? What did I say? He doesn't get, this is how they are, everybody. We constantly have to deal with this lying. They don't ever say what I said, or remember earlier he said I physically threatened him? Okay, well, where did that happen? He just left it hanging, right? Giving all these people, thousands of people, the idea that I'm out here physically threatening people. This is how this guy is. He is not a Christian. He's a liar. He should be in prison.
you were taught. Yes, I told ex-JW Laura, when you and your husband are ready, reach out to me. I want to bring you and give your testimony, because then Greg is really going to manifest. All right. So now, did everyone understand? Did everyone understand why Jehovah's Witness theology and Greg's cult is a joke from the pit of hell?
Okay, so does anyone know what he's referring to here? He'd have to be referring to what he was talking about earlier, right? This whole, how do you get Michael before a man and Jesus a man, and then Jesus is spirit, and all and the consistency. That's all he's referring to, and we've explained this for decades. He's just figuring it out. I still have more proof for it, in addition to everything I've said already, including Psalm 8 and Hebrews 2 and Philippians 2, right? I explicitly cited for him, or I referenced it. I didn't have time to bring it up because he rage quit. I said John 1:29 through 30 is my answer. He keeps saying I didn't answer, right? Not only did he not answer my question, which was my point about angel being a functional term, I did answer his question. I even said that. I said, that's my answer. John 1:29 through 30. Have you heard him No. Bring it up in a minute. Unless he does, right? This is his live show. I've been mentioning that, so he's had plenty of people who are watching me live bring up John 1:29 through 30. So, do you think he's going to talk about it? Of course not. He's a liar.
See? Yes, I can confirm. Can you now?
Okay, so you're asking her to confirm something that's not relevant to the point you're making, but oh well.
Now, see, all you do.
It's not relevant because he's misunderstanding the point. He just is stupid and is thinking more of it than it really involves.
Was ask them. Just ask. This is it. We're going to go into John 10, because this is part of my exegesis, John 10, to bury Greg and his fake God by the power of Jehovah Jesus. Okay. Remember what to ask them. I'm going to repeat this like a broken record.
Okay, so we have against heretics coming in saying Greg was extremely nasty towards Laura. And yet I was no such thing. In fact, I was pretty nice to Laura, right? She came onto my live stream and started making dumb comments, not contributing or answering any questions. And then I just pointed out, I spoke to her very calmly, just like when I went on the show with Sam and William. I was speaking calmly. I was very normal. They were out of control, right? William could barely handle himself. It was like he was going to ejaculate live, right? Got so pumped up and excited for nothing just because he can't understand what another God is, right? It's not another person unless you mean another God by another person. I was not nasty to Laura at all. I challenge ex-JW Laura against heretics or this demonic pagan or anybody to give me a timestamp for one single thing I said about ex-JW Laura that would be considered extremely nasty. You are a liar against heretics, just like this heretic.
Jesus on earth was just a human person, right? Yes. He's just a man, right? Yes. He's not an angelic person, right?
Okay, right there. He did it again. He's confusing. He's calling an angelic person. That's not what an angel isn't a nature, you idiot. You can be a spirit or a human as an angel. So how could it be an angelic person? It can't be, because it can be either one. You'd have to explain what you mean. It's an angelic person as a human. He's a messenger, because angel's a functional term. Like I pointed out to you yesterday before you quit. Exactly. So your argument is stupid. I think you're dumb, actually. I think you've lost it. I think at this point you've been wiped out, right? I mean, I destroyed you with those live streams, the cremation series, and then before that, wiped out your entire view of the angel of Jah in the Old Testament. So, I mean, you don't have anything left. This is just a catastrophe. It's just so many people on your side are so stupid, they don't know enough to know how dumb you are. But we're helping them understand more right now.
Yes. But Michael in heaven, is he a human person? No.
Right. He's a spirit person and an angel. Just like he was a human person and an angel. Functionally. Because that's what it means.
Michael in heaven, does he have a human nature? No. What is he? A spirit creature, an angelic person.
He's also an angelic person on earth, because angelic means it's a functional term. It's not a nature. So again, it's so easy to beat you, right? I really hoped yesterday, Sam, you could have controlled yourself, because I was really looking forward to putting a beating on you, or at least having a discussion that made everyone realize how stupid you are, because you were lying about me the whole time before I got on. But you couldn't do it. I don't think anyone could get you to handle yourself properly in a debate. That's why you've been running from me, and you're running from Jake Brancatella. If not, well, where are you? Why are you cutting me off when I join your show? Why are you letting William interrupt me while I'm answering your questions? I literally said, hey, that's the answer, John 1, 29 through 30. You still haven't brought it up.
So then, help me understand, how is Jesus Michael and Michael Jesus? There is.
Okay, so I explained this to him two ways yesterday. One, I reminded him angel's a functional term. Once he realized that that was the case, and he knows it's true anyway, because we had just talked about this, right? He freaked out and realized it wasn't going to work. Right, so he freaked out there, and then I said, he stopped right there and he said, okay, here we go. And then William interrupted, started yelling at me, and then Sam said, you got to answer the question. I said, John 1, 29 through 30. And he's like, that's the answer to my question. Do you want it or not? Right? Everyone knows that. It's a 10-minute video. You can watch it if you don't know it. Have you heard him one time discuss John 1, 29 through 30? No, he instead keeps lying to you that I wouldn't answer the question. So I'm going to play the part where I answered the question and then read John 1, 29 through 30 to show he's a buffoon and a liar. Let's listen to more of the buffoonery and lies first.
There's no continuity. But if you tell...
Yes, there is. It's the same person. And if you read John 1, 29 through 30, you'd know that. You probably did, and you're just lying about it, or you didn't, and you're stupid. Both are equally possible. So I don't know.
Tell me the life force of Michael was transferred into Jesus.
That's Watchtower's words. By that, they mean the person. Personality, you idiot. The spirit that defines the character of the individual. Right? It's like something you wouldn't understand. You don't even understand spirit, born from spirit. Talking to you about these things is kind of stupid because you're dumb. But either way, the consistency is in the person. It's the same person, just in a different nature and with different authority. He became a man. Lower than. So if he wasn't lower than the angels before, and he's lower than the angels now, what don't you understand about that consistency? It's the same person in two different natures at two different times. It's like so easy, even a baby can understand it. But you're a retarded baby, so forget it. I'm going to show you, and also John 1, 29 through 30, but I don't even need that yet, right? Again, he's lower than the angels, made lower than the angels. There's your consistency. It's the same person. Not lower than the angels, now lower than the angels. Real simple. That's why they refer also when he's in heaven to him as Jesus. Same person, just a different nature and authority. Because flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom. That's referring to actual physicality. I proved that with my video on 1 Corinthians 15. no response from him or any other pervert.
Well, does that mean Michael became a human person? If they say yes, then that means Michael morphed.
No, right. Well, he went from the morphe theou to the morphe anthropou, morphe doulou, form of a slave, form of a man. I'm just loosely referring to it. So yes, the form, that's what morphe means, you idiot. He's literally objecting to what the Bible teaches. Jesus took on a different form. And does he see? Right?
From being one kind of person into another kind of person.
Exactly. Hey, maybe you're not so stupid. Oh, but we got to listen to more, right? So
now Michael on earth was just a human person. He was no longer an angelic person.
That's not true. Right there, you did it again. You're lying about what angel or angelic is. It's not a nature to describe a person. It's a functional term. It means they do something. Yeah, right. So you see, your whole argument is a joke. And I was pointing that out yesterday. This is, in fact, the very thing that shut him down. He asked the same question yesterday. And I said, angel is a functional term, right? And that's when he knew he wouldn't be able to make his argument, because he's using it as a term for nature, and it's not. So he freaked out. He bolted away from that point. William started interrupting. He then said I wouldn't answer him after he didn't answer me. And then I said, fine, John 1:29 through 30. You not only didn't answer my question about angel, you pervert. You freaked out, and then you wouldn't even answer me on John 1:29 through 30. You got smoked, dude. Like the way you're smoking Bo Branson's pipe.
So then what happened to that angelic person?
He took on another nature with different authority. There is no angelic person. He's an angel in both, all three times. Before he became a man, as a man, after a man. All three. He's delivering messages from the Father because he's not God. Right? No. He doesn't come up with what to tell people. He's not God. No, he has to pray to the Father to find out what to say. Zechariah 1 through 4. Game over. Okay? This has been proven. So you're stupid and you're just deceiving people who are dumb like you at this point. I think part of what you're doing is lying, but I genuinely think you're getting dumber, like at a rapid pace.
Where did he go?
Into another form, just like we've been talking about and like the Bible teaches. What do you not understand about that?
Are you kidding me? That graphic? Guys, can you clip it?
These guys are so stupid. You see how obsessed they are with sexuality? Not one of these idiots who are posting with Sam has said any point I've been making. Not one of them are saying, or if they are, he's not showing it. Hey, Sam, he keeps saying John 1:29 through 30. Disproves what you're saying. And we'll get to it in a moment. All he keeps highlighting are these perverted misrepresentations. I'm talking about spiritual things, right? He's talking about sodomy. He literally made sexual advances to me and Bo Branson. And all these dorks can do is talking about getting sodomized. It's because they're obsessed with it, right? They're perverts. 85% of their church, the hierarchy, priests, gone, right? They're plugged up.
Christ Overall Jeremy or Archive. Go and clip where he's using the word D and the A. He's now speaking that graphic. He's now speaking graphically.
It's something I do every now and then when I'm talking about perverts like you. Sure. That's really nothing new at all. I don't make a habit of doing it. But when I'm dealing with an idiot like you, a pervert and a liar, and you come after me the way you did today, attack me, and you act like a moron and an idiot, and you're misleading 250,000 people online at least. Yeah. No, you need to go grab an artificial cock or two and jam them as far into your ass as possible. Then maybe you'll have shit for brains and your head won't be empty.
X-rated? Wow.
Yeah, so you should love it.
Wow. Clip it, guys, so we can make him famous.
See how stupid he is. Sam's dumb. Remember, Sam, I'm not insecure like you. I actually like who I am and exactly what I do, and I don't pretend to be anything that I'm not. Unlike you.
A D and an A. No, he's gone, man. Wow, he's gone. Woo. He's gone. Okay, now do we understand it?
So I'm gone for using figurative terms related to your spiritual perversion and sodomy. You're not gone for making tons of idols, praying to a bunch of saints and Mary, lying about God's nature, blaspheming Jesus as a firstborn creature, and acting like a total idiot when it comes to our belief about Jesus, Michael, and his different states. I'm gone for properly categorizing and characterizing you guys as spiritual homos, which there's no doubt, right? You literally advanced on me in this video. And before that, Bo Branson, right? And you and William are suspect for sure. So, yeah, I guess anything to avoid clipping my actual arguments. Right? Go for the sexual stuff, Sam. That's good for you. I'll give you plenty for that, okay? Because I know it actually bothers you. Because you're not used to someone putting you in your place, which is the place of a sodomite, spiritually.
No, that's what he said, sister. It wasn't me. That's what he's saying on his stream. So he did say that?
Once again, he's manifesting failure to follow the Bible and the Holy Spirit. He is not, all he would have to do, right, is say, give me the timestamp. Where did he say that? He's got another screen going there, so he can just play it or have someone send me an audio clip. He doesn't do it, right? He will not verify that. Maybe, I don't know. He doesn't watch anything. He admitted he couldn't even watch Jake Brancatella's debate with William, and yet he claimed Jake won. Jake lost, right? So we're not dealing with a type. This guy's gone, right? Look at that face. Look, once again, he doesn't seem to have a seal on his mouth. You know, like I said, and you can look this up. Go to stopsodomy.com. I'll put up pictures. It's not going to be pleasant, but I'm going to try to stop sodomy. I'm serious. I'm like against homo. It's a terrible way to live, and it's God dishonoring and destructive to humanity. But he has signs, right? So his mouth, when you like look at my site, when I get it populated with the damage from the sodomy, you're gonna, if you go into the areas where it shows the destruction to the anal area, they lose the ability to close their anus. They can't create a seal. Like the anus, God designed it perfectly to excrete toxic waste and then to seal back up, right? You don't want to go in there. But when you get blown out by sodomy, you lose that. It's not meant to be in there like that. And the anus can't seal up the way it used to. So things leak out, right? It gets, So they have to plug themselves up and all this stuff. I'm noticing with Sam a similarity. Like his mouth isn't sealing up. He leaves it open. Normally the mouth, when you're not talking like that, it seals up. So I don't know if maybe something similar is happening with his food addiction or the Bo Branson addiction. His mouth isn't working right.
Yeah. Wow. Don't put caps, brother. See, he proved my point. Damn.
Look at these guys. All they can do is think about these comments that are appropriate for this buffoon, right? They're not one of them is seemingly capable of isolating John 1, 29 through 30, right? It's embarrassing.
Damn, man. Wow. I'm shocked, dude.
Yeah, sure you are. Okay. You're dying is what you are. Let me just do a quick check on the perv out. Right, because we know we had a lot of people going insane. Let me see here. I don't want to go through too much. At least it looks like. Okay, so Dun64. He says he's one of the few people who's actually commenting on my question. Or the text I answered with Sam. He says, John 1:29 through 30 calls Jesus the Lamb of God. And the Lamb is filled with the Spirit. Right. But what does John 1:29 through 30 say? Who does it say existed before John the Baptist? Done 6-4. We're going to get to John 1:29 through 30 because Sam's been ignoring it. Why don't you go ahead and look at that and you tell me. What does John 1:29 through 30? Who does it say existed before John? Answer that question. I'm not talking about the person, I mean the nature. Does it say Jesus, just Jesus, existed before John? Or does John say a man existed before him? And since Jesus was born after John, why does he say that? Why does he say a man existed before him? Because he was referring to him as a man, the person he was made lower than as Jesus, as the same person who existed before him. That's our point, you idiots. So we'll get to that more in a second, but Hebrews 2, John 1:29 through 30, they all show the exact consistency that idiot denies. So does he believe Jesus pre-existed as a man? Well, so John says that the man is going to advance in front of him who existed before him. Because he's referring to him as the spirit who existed before becoming a man, but he's identifying them as the same person. Sam knows this, which is why he doesn't talk about it. I brought it up before. I brought it up yesterday, and he still lies and says I didn't answer him. So, Dun 6-4. How does Jesus as a man exist before John? Please answer that question. My answer is he's the same person that he was before John. Before he became a man. Sorry. All right. So it looks like you guys are doing at least okay. I appreciate that, Dun 6-4. At least you are listening to the text I'm pointing out, right? Dun 6-4, can you go to Sam's live stream and tell him he's a liar and that I answered him with those texts yesterday and he rage quit on me and we still haven't heard him talk about him and he keeps saying I didn't answer him? It's embarrassing, right? Total disgrace. Speaking of a total disgrace. Oh boy.
I'm shocked. Yeah, Michael was recreated. All right, guys, can you help me now? You're letting him.
Right. That's the whole point. That's what 1 Corinthians 15:45 says. He was made a life-giving spirit as the firstborn from the dead. Exactly. And he was created as man, right? And he was born through Mary. What did you hear what the angel said to Mary? What's been begotten in you is by Holy Spirit. So he was created in her by Holy Spirit. Exactly. Oh, and he's also called the firstborn of all creation, one of the sons of God who was with God, the firstborn one that is identified as wisdom, even in the early church, until we get to the Middle Platonists, who then stop applying it correctly, not to mention Athanasius, who totally wrecks himself on that verse. So it's despicable, right? These guys have been annihilated.
Him distract us. You're letting the son of Satan distract us. Can we focus now?
Oh, is your little audience choosing me over you, Sam? Are you losing viewers? Are your live streams not going to have as big a numbers? Are you threatened by what a few of your people coming over to actually learn something? Right? Look at how pathetic he is. Look at that sick face. So there's something wrong here, though. Okay, take a look at his left, it's his left, but from our position, it's on the right. On the light side of the face of his moon, the moon of his face, look at his nostril. There's something, look at it. So here's his thumb, right? Look, there's the thumb. There's the other finger, third finger, fourth, fifth. There's his fingers. You see that? Now look at his nose. It's like he's got a sixth finger up his nose. There's something in his nose, and it's not a finger. Look. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what he's hiding in that nostril. But it can't be good.
Can we focus now? Really? You mean I'm not sexy enough for him, Leon? Greg, you mean I'm too fat for you? But give me credit. I used to be 320.
Sam, you get no credit. Okay, you attacked me in ways that have crossed the line permanently. So you're fair game. Everything about you, why you did this, I have no idea. I guess you thought a little shaving cut right here was the only time you would have something to visually show a problem with me. Do you understand you're a gold mine, right? I mean, Chris LaSala was the one who first realized you're a gold mine of mockery. Of course, he went too far with it and didn't fully destroy you factually and chose to just humiliate you instead. Whatever. We'll do that and factually destroy you, okay? So everyone knows you're fat. You've been fatter. You go through these different fatness degrees. You literally have a problem with bad food, and you never show your stomach. For some reason, you show the deformity in your arm every now and then, but we can't ever get you to just lift up your shirt. It's really easy to do. I did it earlier. No problem. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be honest about your health. We need to know you have no physique, okay? You are a pile of garbage. Literally and figuratively. Spiritually, too.
I went down 197. I'm around 215. I want to go back down. I promise, Greg, I'll get lean.
I still have no interest in you, Sam. You might as well pursue Bo Branson. It's not your weight, right, Sam? I mean, you can weigh a lot and be muscular or fit. You are not that. Okay, we can see the fatness in your face and in your form and you chose to do this. Okay, you chose to attack me physically, and you and your perverted community loved it. Came over here, accused us of using drugs and being gay, and so you guys are a gold mine. You understand that? You're a gold mine for fat jokes. You're a gold mine for gay jokes, and you're a gold mine for demoniac jokes. Try not to comment on other people, Sam. It isn't going to benefit you at all.
But no homo stuff, right? Because you're not my type.
Right, because you're gay, and I'm not.
You're too ugly and too skinny.
Well, you're clearly evaluating me sexually, or you wouldn't say that. Again, I don't know what's going on. He's
All right. Can we now focus, brethren? Can you now help me? Will you promise me now to focus and ignore him? Because Satan is manifesting through him.
Well, do you not have the Holy Spirit? Who's going to win here? Hey, you're clearly not capable of focusing on anything. And you're lying. You said I didn't answer you, which is a lie. We still haven't heard you deal with John 1:29 through 30. So it's awesome. I plan on destroying you continuously. I told you this was the end, Sam. And I've tried to be nice with you. I've in particular tried to be nice to William. That's over. Okay. This bullshit you guys are pulling now. Okay. Then once you cross that line with me on this level and you start lying about me profusely, it's over. I'm going to totally wipe you out. So even if you stop, if you apologize, okay? You, William, get on a live stream. Tell me you're sorry for mistreating me yesterday, for over talking me, arguing with me while I'm answering your questions, not answering my questions. You have to publicly say this. We apologize for our bad behavior when you chose to come on to our live stream while we were lying about you and blaspheming you. You answered all of our questions. We re-listened to it and we realize now, yes, you answered all of our questions, Greg, and we didn't answer all of yours. So we apologize for that. Please forgive us. If you do that, I will forgive you and we can move on, right? It's not like a permanent thing with me. That's you guys, right? You're not going to be able to do it, though. Instead, we get, I ran away and didn't answer your question. The exact opposite of what we all know happened.
In Jesus' name, he's gone. That's it. It's over. He's done with.
Yeah, I'm literally just starting, right? I mean, I'm thriving. I've literally brought myself back from being totally rejected by Watchtower and all their pagan followers. Not every one of them, but they follow men. By these pagans, all of them turned their back on me. Not one of them came to me and tried to befriend me when I left Watchtower. There were some people I worked with that were Trinitarian that I did get along with well for a while, and I appreciate that. I even went to one of their church meetings. I'm not a Trinitarian, though, okay? And I would never go to one of this pervert's meetings. So I know who I'm dealing with. I know what I'm doing. And I have a whole future ahead of me to teach the truth and expose these pagan liars. What do they have? What future does this person in this pagan church have? They're getting exposed all the time. They're losing members. They're losing money. They're getting sued for their child abuse, worse than Watchtower. They literally follow an idolatrous pagan emperor who redefined the metaphysic of God. I'm gone. I show up on a live stream with two idiots, answer every one of their questions. They don't answer any of mine except William when he admitted he lied about heteros theos and then lied again about theos. Doesn't mean person. No. No sources. No nothing. Just lies. And then they accuse me of running after cutting me off and not answering my questions. That's what happened.
Now, this is why you guys who love me and William, will you now commit your prayer words to praying for us? You see the warfare?
If anyone prays for William and Sam, you have forfeited your life eternally. They're demoniac blasphemers. Unless you're just ignorant beyond belief, like you just encountered them and you barely heard anything they've said. Other than that, anyone who in any way thinks that Sam Shamoon is operating with God's favor, you're finished. You just blasphemed the Holy Spirit by thinking and telling others he has it. That's like saying Judas Iscariot has the Holy Spirit while he's betraying Jesus. Right? That's blasphemy.
Will you now commit the Spirit, fill us to overflowing and own us and give us perfect health, strength, vigor, holiness?
None of that ever happens. You ask for it all the time and you operate against the very things you ask with your cheat days. So forget it.
Purity, discipline, to love Jesus, to get holier and be healthier, provide and bless our families, protect them for many more years. Because you see the impact we're having. We're rocking the online world of Satanists and their satanic ideology, and they're manifesting from Kelly Powers to Anthony Rogers to Muslim Adelardo to Greg Stafford. Glory to the triune God Almighty.
Every one of us is exposing you as an idiot liar. I don't expect you to realize that, but everybody else, I think, probably does.
Glory to Jehovah Jesus. May he fill us and own us. We love you, Lord Jesus.
None of that's going to change the punishment coming to you. The Lord Jesus is not in any way swayed by your fake platitudes and false adoration. He explicitly told you not to pray in public in front of people. What are you doing? Look at that sick, fat face, despicably resisting the master, with his mouth open and his lazy eyes raised and his flabby arms up. What a despicable person.
Purify us in your blood and own me, Lord, to destroy.
You have been rejected. You are in no way related to the master. You are a reject, and you're going to get punished severely.
The blasphemies. Rejoice, brethren. That means we're doing something right.
No, it means you're doing everything wrong, because everybody can see you guys are stupid. We're gaining more people. No one cares about you. Your numbers are fake, just like your devotion to Jesus. Our numbers are real. That's why you mock them, because you're jealous, knowing yours are fake. So we're getting a lot of evidence for a breakdown, right? Now I want you to look at Sam here, and you're going to see something, right? So now look at me. Look at me. I'm just sitting, doing nothing, right? You can see I got trapezius. You can see my shoulders. Normal person. This guy, look at him. He literally has no musculature or bone structure on his shoulders. He has no trapezius. He has all these wrinkles all around his eyes and nose, like all these deep, dark lines, like someone came in and just drew a bunch of really dark lines on his face. He has these gashes where the fat folds are kind of, compressing. And his teeth are very vampiric, right? Like he wants to bite you, right? It doesn't look normal. He has no structure. He's like totally decrepit, right? He's like just this ball of garbage, right? Like, are you even in that shirt? Where is Sam? I see the moon face. It's like someone is like holding Sam's face over this empty shirt, right? Even though we know there's a lot in there, there's no form. It's like the earth when it was made in Genesis 1 in the beginning. It was just like formless and void, just nothing. Like this mass. And until God acted on it. That never happened to Sam. So he's still this mass.
By the way, let me take one more shot. Final one, but focus. Greggy.
Okay, so he's manifesting here. This is a good one. This is a proof. This is one I think we all need to remember, because look at his tongue. Look at the way his tongue has exploded, right? His tongue has like tripled in size to fill his whole mouth. Now, if you look at his eyes again, look on the light side of the moon of his face, right here. Look at how deep that gash is. Like he has nothing back there. Like there's nothing. His eyes are like just in these holes, just staring out at you, right? Like these demon eyes, right? There's just these suspended balls of darkness. And they're like somehow in there. And it's like surrounded by this canyon. I don't understand that. I don't know if I've ever seen anyone with this deep. He's younger than me. And he is sick. Look at this. That right there. That could hide a whole legion, I bet. And he's like facing the light. This is as bright onto that dark, dense demon canyon as you can get. And it's still the pit of hell, right? Wow.
Come out to play. Staffy, are you here to stay?
I got a special thing for you coming up. He's singing a song from the movie The Warriors. I got something special coming up involving this dork and all his other idiots, liars. Kind of like the Any Which Way But Sam thing. Oh, I got so much coming on this kook. But he's manifesting. So now look again. Okay, this is a good shot. Right here. Look, he is like stretching his face as much as possible on the eyes. Right, look. He's opening his eyes as wide as possible. This is as much as he can do. Look. And he still has this like black demon line over each eye. It's like he's like either painted or somehow he cut into the eye socket above his eye. I don't know. Or is this the fat just so aggregated to this eye region that it like folds? Does he have fat folds in his eyes? And then look, right below this eye on the light side of the moon of his face. Look at that. Look at that gash. The heck is going on? And now we see the teeth are out of alignment again. His nose is offset. It keeps one that wants to go dark. It wants to go to the left. I don't know. This is really, really weird. This is sick. Look at his traps and his shoulders. It doesn't exist. It just rounds. It just goes from his back and there's no shoulder. Look, nothing. It's like just a smooth curve, like a donut. You know how a donut, it just goes around? It's like half a donut, right? There's no structure. Look at me. Look at Sam. It's like he's disintegrating in real time.
See, Staffy? I'm manifesting, Staffy.
You sure are. You sure are, Sam. Oh, man. Sam can't make me laugh, but it's not going to change anything. He's gone.
I want to know what it feels like to be like you.
That's real easy to do. You just have to eat better and stop lying. It'll work.
Staffy!
Okay. So we're getting a lot here now, right? This is it. This is the shot we've been waiting for, right? Now, we can see here, it's like no one's home anymore. He has flipped. He's crossed over now. The demon canyons, no matter how wide he makes his eyes, right, it isn't going to help. Now look at his mouth. Look at how disgusting that is. Look at how the spit or the blistering from Bob Branson. Look at how it's created like this stalactite, right? Or a stalagmite. It could be either one. It's like this growing plaque, right? Or spit matter, right? Whatever has aggregated onto his lips has solidified, right? And it's not even breaking. Look, he's like totally extending his face as much as possible. The demon canyons are there. His nostrils are still out of alignment. And now we see he has stalactites or stalagmites of plaque growing. Look at his teeth. Look at all that plaque accumulation. It's like he doesn't even have a separation between his teeth. Look at that. Look at those teeth. Look at all that accumulated plaque. Sam, okay, they have stuff called floss. and you need to get it, okay? You need to get some floss because your bottom front teeth are solidifying. They're turning into like one tooth, like one long, perverted, decaying tooth. All that plaque that you see binding his teeth together and creating these like hydraulic stalactites that keeps his, maybe that's why this side of his mouth opens better. Remember earlier this side of the mouth wasn't opening, but this side was like way up, right? It was like fully operational. Maybe it's because of these stalagmite plaque hydraulic lifts. Yeah, he's so full of bacteria and plaque and acidity that it crystallizes into these concretions. It forms this solid state. It goes from the liquid state, right here. It's kind of in the middle. It came from, I believe, the blistering on his lips. Something happened, and then it liquefied. Right. It liquefied because of the saliva and then started to bind his teeth together because he doesn't brush them or floss. But it was so accumulated, right? So much of it, it didn't need any more. These teeth are all bound together from plaque and tartar. It just then started to evolve. It's like, okay, let's just create a lift. Let's create a hydraulic lift of plaque on the dark side of the moon of his face, and then we'll be able to talk better. Because when the light's on the light side of the moon of his face, it doesn't really work. The dark side seems to have more energy, right? And you get this. It's so much. It's like it's creating. Like the demons are creating these little new things to manifest their desire to be more active on that side. So this is disgusting, and we should never forget it.
Come out to play. In fact, Staffy, look. Besides my love handles, look. See, I've gotten skinnier, Staffy, look.
Okay, why is he not lifting up his shirt? This is not hard to do. He's right there, and he never does it. So why are you trying to make us think you're thin when you're not thin? And we've proven this. And if you want to disprove us, all you have to do is lift your shirt up.
And I'm going to get leaner by the power of Jesus.
And that's going to prove you don't have it. And so, what are you going to do then?
Staffy, come out to play.
I actually did come out to play. I literally joined your live stream without preparing at all yesterday, only to have you not answer me answer you, and you rage quit. So, why are you asking me to come out and play? You're not a good playmate. Look at that. You see how sick that is? We can see if you look, we can now tell that these deep canyons are not going away. Right? These are permanently marked and etched in his face. These are the signs right there. Look at that. And then over here, look remember I told you earlier he had that spider webbing right there. Look, it's manifesting even more. Like a little demon head is popping out right there. And then again, the canyons, right? All that darkness. He's really sick.
Are you here to stay? Master hurts us. Let's see.
No, he's being Gollum. So I say it. Now, if Sam could just do this and not teach false doctrine, he'd be kind of fun to be around, It would wear off kind of quick because you can only take so much, bananas, right? But, he is kind of funny. Now, look, though, we're getting more of the sickness here. See, remember earlier I told you that if you cut across his mouth, it's like the area from the middle of his mouth up is dying or dead, right? So you have all that we saw earlier with the lower part of the mouth. All the plaque was active, and everything's working there. And the side of the mouth with the hydraulic tartar extension. Outside of that, though, look. So he's got the Brillo pad, vitamin deficient facial hair at the bottom. All this scraggly, gnarly, filthy garbage. But at least he's got stuff there, right? There's some growth there. Maybe microbial, but there's growth. Now, if I go across from his mouth, right across, see where all the hair is right here? Okay, look up. Look at how it like starts to die, right? There's a patch right here. It's just dead. Like it's vitamin deficient, but growing here in the gray area. And then here it's just like, hey, we're dead, right? You don't have anything to do. There's nothing, right? And then you go up here, look, it just becomes like this deforested land, right? This is like an aging, dying forest down here. And then this is where like the land just permanently started to die, right? Nothing can come back. And then look at this sickliness. We can see he has many, sickly skin spots. And he has this vein right here. And it looks like a little worm. It may be a worm inside his brain that's like eating his brain. So this could be what's causing all this, right? We might have caught an organism that's like responsible for what's happening to Sam. I don't know. Either that or he has vascular issues, right? His blood flow is not proper. So we get this bulging vein. And it's right above the area. Right in the area where this is where he's dead up here. And see, right here is where the death starts, and all his facial areas die. And this little sickly hairline barely makes it over the ear. And then here, look, there's the dense, deep darkness. Nothing can change that. Look at that. Ah, it is sick. I can't even see in there. What is in there? You could like store stuff in there. So. And then up here, it's just dead. There's no activity, right? There's no growth, no nothing. And right? Now his ear is also kind of weird. I don't know what he's been doing. I don't want to know. Let's move on.
Master hurts us.
You deserve it. You were bad. And you're a demon trying to take back the ring, and so Master has to punish you. We're getting a lot of good shots here. Let me move myself here. We want to get a good look. Let's look at him. How sick he is. This is really sick. Now look how pale he is. It's like look at the skin. And look at his shirt and the microwave, right? It's like they're all blending together. Like he's dying. Like all the blood, right? That vein, that worm vein. It's like it's draining all the remaining blood out of his brain. And so the top of his head is like just dead. It's like totally devoid of color. There's nothing going on up here. And it's dying down here. His mouth is still working though, right? He's got to eat. So... Precious. My precious. So Sam has manifested, right? He has now manifested as the demon Gollum from Lord of the Rings. and he is going into a fully insane mode. Right? All of the imperfections are showing now, right? We have a clear view of what we're dealing with here, right? This is the person who decided he would take issue with me visually at the start of his show. I'm very happy to carry on this process of him and William continue to insult me. I hope you do. I hope you big, tough, fat boys keep attacking me personally. Keep doing that and not addressing my arguments. I'll keep addressing your arguments and destroy you, and then I'll keep doing the same thing to you, showing how pathetic and stupid you are, how you're basically a physical wreck, and comparing yourselves to me is pretty pathetic. I think anyone in their right mind can see that. Except this guy right here. How much darkness are we talking about here, right? It's just like, I don't know what this is, right? What is behind this face? What's making him contort like this? And what's making all these dark demon canyons in his eyes? Why are his eyes so dark?
Oh, what's the matter, Staffy? Sammy hurts us. Who hurt you, Staffy? The big, bald, Assyrian, handsome stud hurts us. He's not my precious.
I can't take much more of this. Do you see what he's done? I can't do this anymore. He's like, he's now manifested. He's gone insane, everybody. I mean, I don't think we really need... Do we really... We're no longer really... We're not really in the Bible anymore, are we? Are we talking about doctrine anymore? I don't know what to do. I don't usually laugh. This is like feels good. I promise you, my eyes are actually watering a little, and my cheeks hurt so bad. I don't know how I'm ever gonna get past this phase. I need to do so. I need to save this phase. I'm sorry. I can't do this anymore. Let me just see what you guys are doing. I'm sorry, I can't take it anymore. Sam has broken me in the way that's good for me, because it's making me happy and laughing, and I like that. But I can't do this. I can't go back to being serious again right now. I'll be back later today in like 5 hours with another live stream about Sam. I'm going to destroy the rest of his video from yesterday. I will come back to that video that I think is still doing, but is so awesome I can't take it anymore. And I can't stop laughing, and I can't go back to what I can't. It's over. You all saw why, right? He's going insane. He's channeling Gollum. Let me see that face again. One more time. This is what ended it. This is why I have to go. Sorry, Sam. This is unacceptable. And I love it. So, I can't go back to being like mean to him in a righteously justified way and destroy him. He broke it. He manifested as the demon Gollum and went insane. And I can't take him seriously again. Not right now. Nope. I'm supposed to also do a video to show you how many times him and William interrupted me, because I already went through it and counted them all, and it's a joke. So I have to do that video too. Maybe I'll do it as part of a later live stream. Like, we'll do it together. So unbelievable. But this is the end for me right now. I have to go. I'll be back later. Hopefully. And do what I came to do. So until then, may Jah bless you all. In Jesus' name.